because that's infringing on other people's ability to go about their daily lives. I think that to the extent that people hijack something and then they say, basically, we are holding this hostage until you give us what we want. I feel like most people in the public at large doesn't respond well to a hostage situation. And at that point, like, Hamas or Israel is not the enemy, you are. You are the enemy right now. You are directly affecting negatively their life. So they're not going to be like, oh, wow, wait a second. These people are standing in the road. Holy shit, I hate Israel now. That's not happening. People see this, and if anything, it makes them fucking hate Palestine. Because every time they see Palestine, it's some dipshit that's standing in the middle of the fucking road. It's not even a question. It's so crazy and counterproductive, I don't even know what to say. And I think the reason why people do it is they think they have the moral authority to do so. And what I was trying to get at with posts like this is that these people don't really believe this. Because if they actually believed it, you would see them probably exercising this same type of discretion about, for example, January 6th, or for the Canada truckers protests. But these were the same people that were celebrating, maybe not this guy specifically, I don't want to shit on this guy specifically, but these were the same people that wanted to have the January 6th protesters. And let's be honest, in a lot of cases, insurrectionists put in jail. These people have no principles, they have no morals, they have no ethics, and the only thing they care about is getting what they want. And the funny and ironic thing about that is that's the reason they never will. Because nobody respects that. That's not the way you can build any sort of sympathy. You can't get anybody to be on your side if you're constantly trying to harass and hurt them if they don't immediately bow down to you and your ideology and take it as seriously as you do. The point of a nonviolent protest is to showcase the violence of the state. I think there's a lot of instances and reasons for that. But I would argue that obstructing cars and stopping people from driving is violence in itself. It might not be direct physical violence, but it is a violent action as you are obscuring somebody's, obstructing somebody's ability to move around. Hell no. Tell that to MLK.
S.W.Frost is now live streaming Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. No digital art offers.
Okay.
Thank you. Nice Friday
I saw
morning.
a quote today. Let's see. I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Also, by the way, you're not Martin Luther King for standing in the road. Okay? You're never going to be. They're not going to write about this in the history books of, oh, wow, these brave students decided to stand in the middle of the road and they saved everybody. It's not going to be remembered. Nobody's going to care. But let's talk about Martin Luther King. I saw this on Twitter. I thought it was interesting. An organizer with King's Southern Christian Leadership Conference declared, "We will tie up public transportation by laying our bodies prostrate on the runways of airports across railroad tracks and bus depots. This degree of disorder was too much even for King, who walked back the staffer's comments." Wow. So yeah, let's listen to Martin Luther King. Great idea. This King actually wanted change, not to become a spectacle. Absolutely. And that's why he got it. That's why history will remember him. People have a weird perception of him. Okay, you outgotched him. Yes, I know. And this is the lack of education that the people that are doing this have. They don't really know what they're talking about. They're not actually educated in any of the topics that they believe in. They just feel a certain way, and then they work backwards to justify it. Why are people so emotionally invested in the situation topic? People are emotionally invested into it because everybody is on edge, because they're fed a constant, ever-increasing, higher pitched of emotionally driven news media in every single outlet they are, subscribing to. They go on Twitter, and it's emotionally charged political social rhetoric. They go on Reddit, it's emotionally charged political social rhetoric. You go on Twitch, look at me. You go on YouTube, same thing. And so people have done this to themselves. Thoughts on the UT Austin stuff? Yeah, sure. I completely support their right to protest. I think that they are protesting UT giving money or having some sort of investment in Israel. I think that it's totally fair for them to protest that, and they have every right to do that because of the First Amendment. Now, I don't really know enough about it to really think that I agree with it or not. And that's why I'm not really talking a lot about like the specific UT thing, because I'm not sure what their actual specific problem that they have is. I haven't really looked into it, to be honest. But what I do know is that I don't see anybody really committing crime, and the instances of police officers, escorting people out who have committed crimes seem to be relatively respectful, and, there's not any real violence. It's happening on multiple campuses now. Well, if it's happening on multiple campuses, then that's totally fine, because that's their right to protest if the school allows it. I learned a long time ago I can barely make a change in my own country. Sadly, trying to do so in another is like pissing in the wind. Well, I think that really people should vote, and I wish that this is the problem, right? Is that we live in America, and I understand that people think that all the elections here are rigged and there's no point in voting. But imagine going and telling that to somebody who's in China, or telling that to somebody who's in Russia or North Korea. The truth is that we have such a tremendous and amazing privilege here in the US and in a lot of Western countries to actually be able to decide who represents us. And the sooner that people know that, the sooner that I think that we'll have people that better represent us. Which is why I believe all of the mainstream media that's owned by people who own the people that are in charge of the government are trying their absolute best to create a dichotomy between two people like Trump or Biden, instead of actually providing real candidates with real solutions. I don't think that's happening. I think it's intentional.
Welcome to
Voting
my
should be
channel.
mandatory? Absolutely not.
Welcome
If somebody
to my
doesn't know
channel.
what they're doing with the vote, I don't want them to vote. Why would you want somebody to vote? If they don't know what they're talking about and they're not, if they don't care about voting, why would you want them to vote? That doesn't even make sense. What, like they'll just go in there and click random things. Mandatory voting has none of the above option on there? Maybe that would be okay then. Yeah, maybe that would be okay. Different countries charge a fee for not voting. Yeah, as long as you don't have to vote for somebody, I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't really have too much of an opinion on it. I just don't think you should be forced into like one decision or another, right? But yeah, a lot of people have been upset about my take on this. And again, the reason why they're upset about it is because it's not happening to them. These are, again, people that want to co-opt your empathy and use it against you. And the moment you expect them to have any empathy for you, you are now a alt-right. You are now a white supremacist. You are now a fascist. You're now, a Zionist. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I do want to let you guys know, and I know a lot of you guys are expecting to stream it. Yeah. There's another one right there. Crying about it on Twitter isn't going to make it any less true. You can make as many negative tweets and get mad at me for saying something. You do that as much as you want. I'm still going to say it. And so, yes, there have been a lot of people on Twitter canceling me, getting mad at me for this kind of stuff. And as I said, it's quite sad to see, because the truth is that I agree with them. I am also more pro-Palestine than Israel. I don't want to send Israel a fucking dime. I don't give a shit about them. They're on the other side of the world. I don't want to take our money. Like, what are we doing here? We take people's money through threat of force with taxes,
Darling,
and we send it over to some other
welcome to
fucking
my
country in the
channel.
Middle East? No, I don't want to do that. Absolutely not. Fuck off. You pay less because of that? If there is an argument that it is in our benefit to help Israel, it is in the benefit to America, I am open to hearing that argument, and I am willing to be convinced. But from everything that I have seen, I don't want to offer or help them at all beyond that that extension.
Azamurmayu. Welcome to my channel.
Weren't clear. Check your deadbolt badges. Nothing gets in, nothing gets out.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and today we gotta talk about something pretty scary for the creators out there watching. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're looking into Omnia Media. Now, of course, before we begin, I want to start off with bringing people a little bit back to the past. You remember things like multi-channel networks, YouTube MCNs? Well, that's where the focus of today's video is going to be at. To give you a little primer, a few months ago, just shortly before the beginning of this year, I was basically keyed in from a few insiders about a possible bankruptcy on one of the largest companies in the YouTube MCN space, Omnia Media, who have basically, as they've stated, cemented themselves as the #1 gaming content network, globally representing 500 talent, collectively driving 3 billion views a month, with unmatched engagement. We are talking big creators like The Sidemen, big groups rather, The Misfits, XQC, Cold Ones. Oh, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, to understand, this is a pretty big organization. A ton of creators, a ton of people that you watch are part of this organization, or at least used to be. And a few of them have actually gone out publicly and said they're not being paid on time. Now, obviously, I wasn't the only person looking into this. There were other creators in the space who look at financial kerfuffles. Someone who is a friend of the channel and good friend, CoffeeZilla, who actually ended up reaching out, and this is an email that was shared here, where he asks, I'm an investigative journalist looking into Omnia's late payouts, which is the rumblings we heard of, which is where the bankruptcy, I guess you could say rumblings had come out of. Now, of course, support at Omnia had responded, Omnia intends to honor all contractual requirements with its creators as it's done over its 10-year history as a CSP. For all of our creators' December AdSense revenue, we can confirm that either payments have been made within such creators' contractual terms, or where there has been a delay impacting a small number of creators due to a variety of recent administrative and operational changes within the business. Any applicable payments, delinquencies, are expected to be resolved within the permitted cure period set out in each of the contracts. So again, when Coffee had asked about the possible bankruptcy allegations that have been brought against Omnia, they had said, with respect to your second and third questions, we'd like to direct you to Enthusiast Gaming's recently filed financial statements for the year end December 31st, 2023, where information on lending arrangements had been publicly disclosed, and they had mentioned things like selling off non-profitable passive gaming assets for $4 million. And respectively, each of these should provide comfort to bankruptcy concerns. Now, this was back in January, and we're talking about this in April now, because we had held off on the story because we didn't know if this was going to be some huge, massive deal. If we weren't going to get paid, yeah, we would have covered it sooner. But in this case, people had been getting paid. There were creators that had received their payouts. And it was kind of scummy because in some cases it was literally unfolding the last possible day, which honestly keeps adding to the pressure and stress that creators are going through because they're just trying to get the money that is owed to them, right? Because they believe, hey, I'm getting this split, it's a 110 split, it should just be going from YouTube to them to me. And now we're sitting here at the end of April talking about it because to this day there are creators that haven't been paid, and now they're finally coming out as of a day ago. Unfortunately, a few creators have come out publicly as of a day ago talking about this situation. a creator known as Alex Emsley, who said, "For the last 7 months, I have been held hostage by We Are Enthusiasts, Luminosity, and Omnia Media financially, as they've been delaying all my payments months later to what we originally agreed on. My December payment was delayed and then delayed again, and I am still yet to receive an email about whether I will see the tens of thousands of pounds they are holding from me. This has affected me and my work considerably, and the stress this has put me under has made me sick. It's also incredibly unfair on the people I employ, who I've had to pay out of my own savings. Please send me the December and January money you were meant to pay me on March 15th and April 15th, or I will have to take it further." And again, this wasn't just the only creator. You had another creator known as Chris Raygun, who quoted that and said, "If anyone's been wondering where the main channel videos have been, all I'll say is this: Alex and I are part of the same network. His concerns here are my concerns as well, and it's incredibly frustrating." Leon Lush, whose podcast I've been on very recently, great guy, said, "Same thing happened to me. Been a stressful 6 months. Whatever suits run that godforsaken piece of shit snake fuck company can rot in hell, and anyone considering being involved in anything they touch should probably reconsider." So pretty scathing mentions over here. And again, it didn't just stop there. Unfortunately, it seems as if Omnia Media decided to, in a sly way, threaten the creators who were talking about the situation.
Now, this is where a red flag really occurred. Any creator that would come out publicly and speak would, based on the conversations and messages and emails that I've been sent, would receive, a ping by a support member that would say, "Hey, look, your check's in the mail, but remember, there is confidentiality obligations under the MCN agreement, and that, remember, you don't want to breach your relationship with Omnia, you want to make sure you have consent talking about stuff, yada, yada, yada. Enthusiast Gaming is a publicly traded company, and they wouldn't want you to, make any statements that could have unintended harm. And they would recommend removing posts that would contain types of material misrepresentations. Which, the thing about it is, it's so scummy to threaten somebody legally, by suing them with money that you probably should just pay them with, instead of dragging the situation out more than it has to be. It's just a red flag after another red flag. And it's wild, because the only time these creators would ever get any responses to their emails or Discord things is if they decide to publicly trash this company, which, again, in my opinion, I think they really have the right to do if they're owed money and they're not receiving it after being told that they're going to receive it on certain dates.
Now again, to give you an idea, before we dive into it, MCNs, which are multi-channel networks, right, according to YouTube, are third-party service providers that affiliate with multiple YouTube channels to offer services that include audience development, content programming, creator collaboration, digital rights management, monetization, and/or sales. All channels that are part of an MCN must also have their channel reviewed and follow YouTube's monetization policies. Now, MCNs are kind of a relic of the older days, where YouTube's monetization partnerships weren't as, I guess, freely accessible. When you first started out, early days of YouTube, you kind of had to partner up with an MCN to gain access to a lot of extended YouTube tools that wouldn't be generally available to the public. Nowadays, an MCN is really only sought after by, I guess, streamers or people where YouTube is mostly a secondary or tertiary platform in their enterprise, if they want to attain things like Content ID or copyright claiming tools, or have these people manage their channels for them. If you are a YouTuber who does YouTube content, it is actually not beneficial for you to really be in an MCN unless they provide some serious boon that nobody else can. So in this situation, a lot of the creators that are with an MCN right now are actually people that have probably been with said MCN for years upon years. Now, trying to join an MCN is actually quite easy. Talk to a few people, decide where the channel gets connected. Trying to leave an MCN is like fucking trying to navigate the 7th layer of DMV, also known as hell, because trying to get out of your contract is not as simple as anybody would say. According to YouTube, removing MCN access is apparently as simple as going to remove MCN access from your channel, by going to the dashboard, going to the channel dashboard, going to the network relation, and removing access. The problem with this situation is the MCN pretty much has 30 days to respond to your request, or that access will automatically be removed. Now, even if this option is present, because of the contract certain creators sign, it may not be necessarily easy for them to leave that MCN, unless, of course, somebody from there gets off their ass and removes and delinks a channel. But in general cases, at least my experiences with other creators, that has been the exception rather than the norm, unfortunately. Now, the MCN business is a bit shaky to begin with. For instance, the thing about MCN contracts, for anybody that doesn't know, is if you're a top-tier YouTuber in the high bracket, your contracts are what they typically call 100 zeros. 100 zero basically means that the MCN takes 100% of your YouTube AdSense earnings, but then gives 100% of that right back to you. And for most larger YouTubers, they get the 100 zero rate. But of course, the smaller your channel is, or the less pull you have, you get other, rates like 10, or in some cases, 80/20, maybe even lower. That's money that is separated and given to you as a majority percentage in usual cases, and then the rest, 10, 20%, whatever, goes to the MCN. Unfortunately, for a lot of these companies, their revenue is super high. So in some cases, when studios, large production companies end up buying these people out, they find out when they open the financials, oh shit, they had $600 million of revenue, but there's like only a couple $1,000,000 that we actually have. They just keep giving it away. It's like a place where money just moves through, and that's pretty much all that it is. And unfortunately, in some cases, according to employees from Maker Studios, they ended up coming out and talking about how bad the situation is being financially. For instance, in the epitome of the colossal failure of the MCN business, from DigiDay, one former Maker employee said every all-hands meeting was let off with a number of views we were doing. 10 billion, 11 billion, 12 billion views. That was the outward-facing success story, but the reason the views were growing was because the network kept growing and we were just adding more and more channels. Like other YouTube networks, Maker would sign social media stars by offering them upfront guarantees, even if these stars were on revenue-starved platforms like Vine. We were signing these top Viners to mid-six-figure minimum guarantees, said another former Maker exec. By the time I left, there were still tens of millions of dollars of minimum guarantee payments that we hadn't made.
So again, the business model here kind of relied on basically scaling up by just adding more YouTubers to your roster. So you could have people like PewDiePie as one person, and then you could have like 1,000 smaller creators. But as long as you keep adding up, showing investors that you have hundreds of millions of followers and that hundreds of millions of dollars flowing through your company that you count as revenue, in the hopes that a larger production company like Disney or a larger studio like Warner, whatever, big companies throw an offer and purchase you, thinking that, wow, this might be one really massive online media venture. But then when you open the books, you just see that money is flowing through. It's not as if even the rights for that content in most cases, or the YouTubers, belongs to these studios either. They don't have the intellectual property rights. They literally only exist by skimming the money that they legally can through a split that isn't 100-0, or maybe through an ad sale that they make. It's very easy once you get past the smoke and mirrors to realize that this isn't, the land of milk and honey as one would be led to believe.
But again, whittling this all back to Omnia Media, the situation we wanted to look into that we've been looking at for the last few months, and this is me looking into it, and as well as CoffeeZilla, where again we were looking into their interactions with a bunch of the creators involved. Now again, Leon Lush, Alex Emsley, Chris, Raygun are just 3 creators out of a whole bunch that have come out. Faf9 made an entire video when he got completely fed up with the fact that Omnia Media wasn't reaching out and paying him what he was owed, to the point where literally these guys will respond the moment you actually put any form of public pressure on them. But as long as you're completely quiet, it seems like everyone is just basically getting pushed around. So I'm going to show you a series of emails to bring up the stress that a lot of these creators have been going through. Now, stress is an important part of this, right? The reality is, for some YouTube groups, and I'm not talking about me because I'm pretty much a one-man show for the most part, I don't have to worry too much if my check gets delayed by a week or two, right? YouTube isn't even my primary job. But for people whose job it is to do YouTube videos and who have big enterprises and multiple people working under them, missing out on each payment can be seriously drastic. You might be able to survive one payment getting messed up, and when you get up to 2 and 3 and 4, taking out loans, skipping from your savings becomes an era of stress where you literally are losing years of your life because of the constant wonder if your money is ever going to come in. These are people wondering if they'll even get to pay off their, a payment on their house or have food for groceries or things like that. When things start spinning out like this, it's not good.
And here's an example of them reaching out to their creators on the 3rd of January, even setting up dates.
I can set up your channels for release at the end of the month for a clean break. I will set the release
Yeah,
on
I have a
January
fortress
31st.
key.
Please let me know if this works for you. The
Okay.
remaining earnings from
Which
the time
boss?
in our network
Which
will be
fate
paid out in the
delivered at
following
this
timeline in alignment
The
with your
rest
contract
fortress
terms.
key.
November revenue is received in December. It is paid out within 45
It
days
says,
of the end of
fortress
December. So they're doing
key.
like a net
Get it.
45
Yeah.
There is-
Legacy key?
cash. And of course,
Yeah.
this is what
If y'all want to do that, we can do that.
just to know that you're being removed from their
So
MCN.
that's
You're
the
basically at their
woman with the gas.
holding, okay? You're basically up. It's up
Yeah.
to them. Now, when Alex made that
Yeah.
tweet and he got that slide text about not talking about the situation, Alex basically responded back to these individuals and said, "My old MCN is
just-
going to spend money suing me instead of paying me on time? That's hilarious. Pay me my money, man. I'm not even with Omni anymore. It's disgraceful that I've had to follow up over 3 emails and even make tweets after leaving, by the way. It's insane. And this is kind of the story that everyone's been having. If you haven't been making the tweets or the mentions, then they were basically apparently jerking around these creators by telling them payments just expected to go out April 17th, Wednesday. And while some creators ended up getting paid, a bunch of them that we talked to ended up not getting paid. And that
If I
is
can
an
get
issue
this
right
car
there. It
drive
really
over there.
seems like these people will just string you along until they find out, oh shit, they're actually going to go public and live. Then we got to actually start slyly threatening them with potential lawsuits, potential legal actions, instead of,
I'm driving.
doing the right thing and paying them what they're owed. And even inside their group chat organization where you can actually read and
First
talk
of
to,
all,
like, again, a lot of the
let's see
stuff
what's
did
going on.
also happen over
I didn't
Discord,
get to
but
see this reward with
communication, and a
this
bunch of
YouTube
creators who
thing.
were part of this were just talking about getting their money back. So again,
Thing's coming off the table.
Piece of crap.
Get out. Oh, where'd it gone?
Where you taking me? Where you going? Oh, oh, nice. Oh,
Something. Oh, man.
I'm not here to tell you how to act around food.
I'm not listening for that.
I'll be right back.
Listen for... No. I was tagging the picnic because I was kind of hoping that you want to go with me. You know, as a thing. But it was a surprise.
wait, who got the fucking cargo?
Me.
You want to go?
I'm coming.
Oh,
Surprise will be a surprise.
Now you wonder how it did not like get destroyed by Kelly. Probably.
I don't know. Wish I would have known you was doing that. I would have came to help.
I went to pick up the Rift Reward and
Mhm.
I parked the car below the bridge.
The others. Show up.
I'll be there in a second.
There. Michael's back. Oh.
What's up, babe?
What's up my ass?
I
How much
can't
water
hear
you can put it in?
I didn't hear you say what?
You can put it.
No.
Enough.
Fellas, squad level 3.
I'll get us there.
Ow! The hell?
Mm.
Hold on, Starboy. Hold on.
Okay, you wanna clear the stronghold?
Yes, let's go. I'm shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Shoot these bitches. Oh wait, I don't have one.
You
I
have
have
the,
a
you have the
I have a
carrot.
fortress. This,
Yeah, you
yeah, I
have
have
the
a
key
fortress.
for this. You want here?
Stay sharp.
Yeah, let's go.
So then we
Yeah,
are
you can just buy it at the shop. Just buy it at that shop right there.
kind of 22.
Yeah, but I want to do the one I got. Fuck that.
Now he's
easy
about
shit.
to buy it right now. He's
Oh,
buying it right
man.
now.
Oh.
Yeah.
He got the key.
Cindy, did you see me?
What's that?
Ammo crate right here too.
No kid. What else could it be? God,
I should have dropped the key off.
Two guns.
You got it, friend?
Most of them are old. Half of them are women.
Oh, this dude has it.
Okay.
Enemy secured. Expect significant resistance.
Wait, why is this zone radiated? Again?
You're gonna get my one.
Hair into it. A new adventure. New discovery. All out there. They just need the crunch of Nature Valley to get after it. Life happens out there.
Geico makes car insurance easy. As easy as getting stocked up during allergy season.
That's why I'm solid. I used to stop and smell everything. Smell fresh cut grass. The coffee in the morning. Hot dog smell from the hot dog guy. You did this to me.
You have to put your policy in your pocket. It's easy to get now.
I don't think they believe Michael's school story.
Huh?
I don't think they believe Michael's school story.
Who's Michael again?
The dude with the boy.
Why?
Because he said they only had 2 guns. You know that this guy ran up with them.
Okay, so you wanna do the
Marking warlord. Stay
this?
sharp.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, let's go to the other one.
Okay.
Time to go.
Yes, you did.
I'll be taking a shortcut if we die, sorry.
Energy signature of a new anomaly in the EZ. Go check it out.
Pounders. I got eyes on a terminus convoy hauling serious ass towards that anomaly. I'm on tight. Fletcher is with that convoy. They have a pair of ACVs. Shit. They are trying to breach the anomaly with them. Terminus forces just vanished into thin air. Wrapping up. You receiving? Wrapping up. How copy?
We've lost his tracker signal.
Yeah, yeah.
Track team,
The map is like retardedly small, so it's not that hard to remember. Thank you.
I'll use that.
Okay, everybody else.
Of course, Karis would show up with Terminus. Wanted for torture in Armenia, on the run ever since. She won't get away from us.
Vote for the guess.
Lost contact! Grenade! Get back! Taking fire!
Anybody has a grenade launcher?
Negative.
I saw somebody has it. Like there is like a Kelly coming like door. Nice.
Lost contact!
It's not even breathing. I can't see it.
Defeated the Lexodon!
My research is incomplete.
Lost contact!
Oh. Well, enjoy that. What the fuck?
Fuck, I dropped my gun.
Coming.
You're still in it!
Enemy bus. Cancel that. I owe you one.
Taking fire! This will turn the tide.
Gotta deliver cargo
There's a
contract.
custom weapon.
Gotta deliver cargo contract.
Okay, let's go.
Copy. Let's get after it.
Wait, we do have a jeep.
I'll get us there.
meant to be fuel.
Time to go.
Hijack this shipment. I want a 5-finger discount on those terminus guns.
Get the cargo to SLZ. Got eyes on an enemy stronghold. Get that carriage opened up. We don't want to hang around.
Oh! No! Sorry. Oh my god.
That's some shit.
How did that happen? It wasn't me, officer, I swear.
Now that's tossing a decoy. One less undead.
Dig in your heels and protect our assets.
I've been monitoring subterranean activity in the EC. There is so much we're not able to see from up here.
Fire kills, assault rifle kills.
I can't wait for that juicy seismic data. Get to the transmitter and get it transmitting. The transmitter CSC network. Solid connection has been made.
I'll get us there.
You know, me guys. Never mind.
Heads up, strike team. Terminus is at your doorstep.
Alright, this gun is pretty cool. Never really used it like that.
Cover south. Hostiles closing in.
Lonely General. Welcome to my channel.
Oh, that was annoying.
This. Well, they brought us a car at least.
Quite the body count, strike team. Now we dismantle Terminus's Ethereum mining program piece by piece.
Wait, the car just despawns. Oh.
Fortress keycard caress. I have another one?
No, she didn't respawn. It's like a guaranteed reward. So it's no use now.
I'm driving.
Hey, where we going? That Pack-a-Punch?
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah, I'm going to Pack-a-Punch right now.
Well, that's Pack 2 though. I already did that.
Oh, well, lucky you. I'm Pack 1.
I think this. Just hold up.
Is the game
What's
broke?
up? Yeah. No, the tire's fucked up.
Yeah, the tire is flat.
Yeah, no, I fixed it.
You can just
Being done in this place is important.
Tarsa. Welcome
Oh,
to my channel.
Is in danger.
I'm seeing a mercenary convoy nearby. Invader engage. Just keep on your terms.
You wanted to do that?
Yo, I need to airstrike that convo. I got to airstrike.
I can give you an airstrike. Wait, who wants airstrike?
I'm going to the shop right quick.
He said he could give you one. Right there.
Mortar or airstrike?
Yeah, wait, where are you? He just dropped one for you.
I want to get this airstrike over here.
Bro, are you not listening to him? He just said he could give you one and he put one down for you.
No, that was mortar. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Let me see. Should I upgrade this? Nah.
I got that airstrike, but where are they?
That's a shop level 1. Need I think shop level 2. So
Actually got it.
Cancel my last.
Yeah, I got it. Them dudes still alive though?
Jack, leave him alone.
No, Jack, don't be. Anna hadn't lifted your gun. And when you got swell, give you a crutch over here, covers up.
I did it.
Triangle, your little amiga, and suddenly it's on me. She goes vigilante. Why don't you go back?
Hey, stop.
Yeah, that.
He's gone. He ran out. Go. I'm sleeping again. I came out of the bedroom. Just died. I got it.
Thank you.
We got each other. Let me.
Okay, I like this one.
Got a monkey ball over here.
I already have 2 of those.
I'll get us that.
So do you wanna do more missions?
I gotta go back
You
to
got
that.
2 minutes.
I gotta get a frozen shot again. I really gotta kill mercenaries though with an airstrike. That's my mission.
We got.
So forget it now. I'll do it another time. I already got like
We got
3.
2 minutes.
Well, you can try.
Got 7 out of 20.
We gotta get her up.
I can give you some money, and you can try buying the airstrike if you want.
I'll take care of myself.
Can do. Mildewy tiles? Can do.
There's a camp right here too.
You can. Nothing kills more germs
Back
on more
to ketchup.
than Lysol disinfectant spray. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
One free Arby sandwich every week in April.
You see a large
And
backpack in
see
there?
for yourself that Arby sells more than roast beef.
Nope.
Spoiler alert, Arby's
no.
does. Arby's, we
Okay.
have the meat.
Need 5 for the position start.
So you need money?
Yeah.
I guess you could take this on weekend.
That camp right here.
Wait, do you want to kill 13 more mercenaries? I can help you with that.
I just did it on this camp right here. I got a couple, but not all of it.
Can you buy another airstrike? Yeah, take the money and buy.
So we about to go to exit soon. Oh!
No, I got a good idea. Just buy airstrike.
We can use those essence vibes.
Yeah, he lets you money here, so come get it. Take a Jose, you're not listening.
Welcome to my channel.
Why not? Well, you need to go.
It's fine.
Alright, we gotta keep pressure on them.
Can we do anything?
I'm in this car. What the? Oh. It was not letting me go on there.
Okay, have you ever done extraction side mission?
Oh, nah, we ain't trying that mission right there. Nah.
That's the shit with the white lady?
Yeah.
I don't care.
There is at least like 30 mercenaries there.
Who's gonna take care of Libby while you're off?
If you want to complete it.
You wanna do that?
Cool, man. As long as it ain't that other mission. The other one is crazy.
No. This one is easy.
No, the other one is separate. This is extraction.
And we figure out what we're
Yeah. But when you go to save, quote unquote, the white woman, but she doesn't need help, actually.
Yeah, she's a beast.
Yeah, she's a white witch.
How long has it been since the last one?
Pardon, my friend.
We need to ask us for weakness.
Okay, we're gonna explode soon, so change the car.
One so many. Many is many.
Uh-oh. So, Reloaded is coming in like 4 days, right?
Yeah. Season 3? Season 4.
Well, I already did the whole season, so you know.
Alright, me too.
Wait, the battle pass is over and...
Yeah, the battle pass is
3
over. I
days?
already got everything.
Yeah,
it's done.
It's...
Felt like it just came out. Right?
It did. It's... Damn. I thought I had more time. I'm only 60% through my battle pass. I ain't really play like that.
No, it's like if you play during the weekend, where they give you like a double XP.
Welcome to my channel.
You can just shoot through that. Do you need a gun for the next round, but don't unpack it yet?
What gun?
Gun.
This gun, but just stop it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sometimes the shop can spawn on this map, and you can possibly buy the airstrike. Yeah, you can buy airstrike here, I think.
Take a good look, strike team.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. I need that.
I'll give you like 9k. Should that like cover you with like at least one airstrike?
I think it's 5. It's 5K. It's,
Okay.
I need
Once tower is active, use decryption key
There.
established to establish comms.
Okay, you go buy that, and I'll do the rest.
yeah, put this map.
Come in into this. And I'm happy that it's not like just eight episodes, 10 episodes. This is 20 something episodes. I'm in season 2. This is long.
You're on target. Clear the deck and push your call. Objective is on the
And they on your head.
That was unfortunately that he was forgotten to be a priest. Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Good father. Give him the collection plate.
Check your time. I'm holed up nearby. Send me my location.
Hurry.
Got marks incoming on
Yeah, you're on
the
it.
now. Advise you move like you mean it.
Sorry if I'm moving too fast. Like I played it probably like 50 times.
Thanks, somebody.
Oh, you got me quicker than expected. I still need a minute or two. I'm in the middle of erasing my research from the Terminus database.
Sorry, Bob. I'm on some bad news.
However, with even a scrap of my work, you might as well hand him a nuke.
I know.
You don't have to hurry as long as you don't like enter the helicopter. It's not gonna leave.
No, you don't. She came back to life. We're having that lost, and Charlotte must have slipped. She went into the
It's the best place to get zombie kills, though. It's like that.
She was
This one right here.
and the next day,
I think it was like 3,000, like record for me.
A lot of it.
everyone needs to know about his name.
No, don't do it.
My husband. The world needs to know about this. We need to tell the Vatican. We need to tell the world.
Ouch. Running over
The
here.
judge needs to conduct an investigation and be told. But Dundee, start this process. And I'll do what you're doing. And I'll do what you're doing. You think I'll chase?
If you really wanna speedrun the battle pass, you can activate the boost and just play this map for like 40 minutes.
What is it you think you have accomplished, Johnson? This little speed bump of yours?
I haven't seen a single track or piece of sign since we left the hatch. How are you following? There's the question.
Alright, speed bumps. Let's get the hell out of here.
Extraction team to the helipad. We're 3 mics out.
I know the way. I can
What? Chasing after your own shadow. No, you must. No, I don't have to show you. You know, how important is when it takes just a little bit extra to get you out of bed. Will that be it? Wake up to the goodness of Debbie D. I know makes car insurance easy. As easy as loving Parmesan. What? Say what? I told you. Say what?
I remember what I told you too.
Did you get the mercenary kills?
Yeah, I know. So you told me something else.
With 24/7 emergency roadside service, it's easy
Told
to
me
get.
something else.
Yeah, there is like some mercenaries here in this camp if you want.
Border protection has been a job done. Built up that plus terrible body deodorant. Complete the job with border protection.
Give me a second. One more zone.
Where's you up? See? See? I'm back. Smarter. You know how I want to make it go. You work.
Real mercy. Welcome to my channel.
You don't know what you're talking about. Take it, that's nothing. That can do nothing. One is where we can go. Let's see it. Right. Just hold Jack in the attack. How she wants it. That right then is what happened that night. What else ran by?
Airstrike concept.
What the skill?
Oh, wait.
There's a wood to it now.
You can go to
You
the
had
shop
much
and
experience?
use the money to buy the airstrike if you want.
I'm going right now. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you got some money? I got money.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
I know what they do.
But did you kill all the mercenaries?
Did I? I don't think I killed all of them. I have. What's that? 8 more.
Yeah, but zombies spawn unlimited and mercenaries don't respawn. That's
Yeah, that's the bad part.
that's a little bit part.
Nothing like that. Landmarks.
I just got crazy, man.
I didn't draw, I just transcribed it, I told you. The next one, I don't have to.
Wait, I'll revive him with a pistol. Do you have a... Let me try. We go like this.
Out of here.
What's next? Wait for further instruction. How are you?
I used to go on the dark side.
Someone got you.
That joint says I'm a fall.
Greetings.
It's good, right?
Nothing you can. Okay. Whatever. You're looking at me, I gave you all the best. There's the heroin, Sawyer.
Oh yeah, I think the Heli should be leaving.
5 minutes.
Yeah, but here is the cat.
There's 2 people here. Kate is going with you.
Yeah. Here.
What are you talking about? Why would you need me to go with you?
Not go with your houses.
I have a lot of questions for Dr. Ganson.
Show you where it's at. Left foot.
What?
It's fine. It automatically extracts you.
Stuff necessary. I'm the one who called you, remember?
I'm not the one that needs
Can't skip this round, bro.
Welcome to Operation.
I don't think you can skip this. I'm not sure.
You can't.
It's done. It was like the game is out for like 1 year and they didn't like skip cinematic.
Theoretical. Right up until it wasn't. As for Zakayev, I had no idea I was working for a terrorist.
You're lying.
Step into our shoes and you'll see the shit show that is unraveling you won't understand. Families on the line here, man. Families with newborns. And of course, even creators got mad to the point where they said, sending in an email is just absurd, told my team they should expect to receive pay today, and nothing clear. Absolutely unreal, man. The nonstop delays and non-calcified answers are causing havoc on my team's end, and they're getting to the precipice. This needs to be addressed, man. We need to call, we need to talk, we need a date. I need to assure my team by X date tomorrow or day after payment will clear, and that is it. I think one of my favorite letters that we've gotten out of this was from Leon Lush, who wrote, "Brother, the window for niceties has long since closed. I could write a 3-page email about the incredible malfeasance and spineless handling of this current situation that has transpired over the last 6 months. But I'll spare you because I know you are well aware. All the while publicly expanding luminosity. Fucking laughable and frankly insulting to the many creators and businesses whose money you are holding hostage. And I'm sure you are well aware most of us are communicating with another. each of us with our own incentive to ensure we get what is ours. I've been lobbying to let them, you, do the right thing, which you have barely done for the past 6 months, but I've personally reached my limit. Don't talk to me about some bullshit cure period. I don't give a fuck about some byline that is on page 47 of a contract wrapped decades ago. Just be a human and do the right thing. Families, businesses, creators, all losing sleep while you sit there holding their money, going about your business like luminosity is growing. Egregious. You are on the precipice of an absolute PR shitstorm. Some of the largest channels that cover scams, financial fraud are already reaching out and looking for people to go on record as they build their videos about the situation. I know you are already legally bullied into taking down his tweet, but that's honestly a pathetic preview of what is currently brewing. I say this not as a threat, but as a businessman. You need to pay the people you owe money to. Most of them are on the edge and only scared to go on record because they desperately want and need the money that is theirs to be paid. All you have to do is this: give us a date, tell us when we will be paid, and then pay us. No more waffling, no more canned PR chat GPT lawyer generated bullshit. Grow a spine, stop holding money hostage. I would appreciate an exact date when I can expect my money so I can tell my lawyer to fuck off and focus on my business instead of dealing with a squad of fucking monkeys holding my money while publicly gloating about their business expansion. So yeah, Leon wasn't exactly too excited. And if you see me blurring out a name, it's not necessarily because I don't have certain people on record. It's just because some emails and some discussions I'd rather keep as anonymous as I can, just for the safety of people out there, because for some creators who are still in their network and have still not been paid, I really don't want to add to the extra delay. But we're at a point where everyone is just okay with going live because they just want this whole nightmare to end. So yeah, it really seems like Omnia has basically been jerking around a whole bunch of creators right now, while at the same time, if you go to their actual website, ladies and gentlemen, they are apparently expanding in certain regions. They proudly boast that they have over 50 websites, 700 YouTube channels, 11 TikTok channels, 12 esports rosters, 500 content creators, and a top 100 ComScore property. Okay, that's brilliant, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, their latest news from April 17th and April 11th shows that they are partnering with Amazon on Rocket League Invitational tournaments, and as well as Kroger to launch the Luminosity Invitational presented by Kroger Gaming. Did not know Kroger Gaming was a thing, but it's wild to see such expansions when at the same time it appears that there is plenty of creators that still need to be paid out of money. You can't be flexing your business, but at the same time it appears that your business isn't exactly fruitful for the contractors that you have under you. Now, when we were introduced to the story of Enthusiast Gaming, we were brought in with rumors of possible bankruptcies. Now, while none of those rumors have been substantiated by any cold hard fact, there have been a couple telltale situations and incidents where we kind of don't have the best picture of health looking at their company. For instance, back in January 9, 2024, Nick Bryan, former CEO of Enthusiast Gaming, resigned, and Adrian Montgomery, as far as I know to this day, is still the interim CEO. Now, when when Enthusiast Gaming was inquired, they told Coffee that this was a situation where this person was let go for personal reasons that had nothing to do with the company, which again, you know, it's there is no hard proof one way or the other, but usually when a CEO leaves like this, it's not entirely a great signal, so to speak. The other situation was in February 2024, they had filed the Form 15 to voluntarily deregister and suspend its SEC reporting obligations. So again, looking into exactly what had happened over here, I went to the NASDAQ website, when this paints an even more clearer picture, where it says the company estimates that it incurs over $2 million of annual costs in connections with maintaining a dual listing. So right now, they are still listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange, but the NASDAQ listing, that's not maintained anymore. So they said which expenses are expected to increase significantly in future years due to increase in compliance and other regulatory requirements. With the shares concurrently trading on the TSX, the company believes the relatively high insurance, listing, reporting, legal, and compliance costs that are associated with a continued United States Stock Exchange listing, as well as the administrative burdens and requirements associated with maintaining a listing, are just not justified at this time. So they don't think that the idea of putting this on the NASDAQ is actually worth it for the company. It's just the cost is
higher than they are willing to even pay. So they are voluntarily deregistering themselves from the NASDAQ. So clearly it doesn't seem like, the money situation is there to support this dual listing. So that is the clearer explanation from the NASDAQ. Now, at this moment in time, enthusiasts basically redirected anybody investigating to go to their financials, which you can go right to their main website, go to the investors section, and then go to financials. And once you're at this page, scroll down and you can get a full quarterly view of their financial statements, all the way back into 2018 even. We're more interested in 2023, so we're going to go to 2023 Q4, click on that, and this is an independent auditor's report done by KPMG, all right? So this is, again, independent auditor. This is what they're providing. This is their numbers. I want to stress before going into this, however, I am not a financial expert. I am not somebody that has a licensed view or understanding of this kind of material, okay? And again, with a company that is willing to sue and be very litigious, if you talk about the situation, because remember, up until this point, it really seems like, they'll be nice to you, they'll be friendly, but obviously behind the scenes, it seems like some creators, they will mention the constant looming threat of legal action. So I just want to make sure that, I'm completely playing it safe over here. I don't want to say anything out of pocket. I am not an expert. I am not somebody here that is trained to give this information. I am, if anything, but an idiot, and my only background is understanding how computers work. This is, not my field of expertise. And again, I'm looking at their numbers, but I want to preface this by saying I am not an expert in any of this situation. That being said, let's look through some of the most important stuff in this entire 49-page audit. So the most important thing to look at here is, at least from my understanding, if you want to see how a company can operate and you want to see the health, whether it's ascending or declining, you can look at their year-to-year financials. So December 31st, 2022, 2 years ago at this point, or it's 2022, it's 2024 now, so less than 2 years ago, but they're looking at $7.4 million in cash, right? Actually, just, if you look at it, they've got $37.8 million in trade and other receivables. So money on the way, yada yada. But of course, the same time, December 31st, 2023, so a year later, the cash goes down, the trade and other receivables substantially drops as well. So then you look at their total assets, their liability then, okay? So the liability is important here too, because in the same time period, from December 31st, 2022, the accounts payable and accrued liabilities jumps from 32.8 million all the way to 47.1 million. So it doesn't seem to be going that great, okay? Their debt, their liabilities are going up, but the assets are dwindling down. Another important factor over here too is when you look at what their asset pool really is. So they value themselves on December 31st, 2022 at $341 million. So to somebody who's like looking in, they think, God damn, that's a pretty valuable company. But that number drops sharply to $236 million. Now, if you look at the lion chunk of these assets, right, you can see that they've got $180,000 worth of property that they lose over time to $124. But a lion chunk of their actual money is in goodwill. So $171.6 million is in their goodwill. That drops to $105 million, 105.8. So pretty big drop off. Then you've got intangible assets, which again drops from 116 to 85. So according to Goodwill, right, my understanding, and this is from BDC, right, Canadian company here, says Goodwill refers to the value a company gets from its brand, customer base, and reputation associated with its intellectual property. Goodwill is a long-term asset that generates value for a company over a number of years. Because they have no physical form, both patents and goodwill are also intangible assets as opposed to tangible stuff like land, buildings, and equipment. Because they deliver value over time, they're amortized on the income statement. So again, when you're talking about goodwill for a company, it can be pretty damaging to your goodwill when some of your creators, who are the forward, face of your brand, the people that you put on your website, are outright trashing you on social media. Now, of course, the goodwill is going down, and I can't imagine that number looks any better when they have to show their 2024 quarterly financials. It's just not going to look good. I'd be interested in seeing how Q1 looks for the investors watching. So the way they describe it too is goodwill is perceived to have an indefinite life as long as the company operates. If there is no impairment, goodwill can remain on a company's balance sheet indefinitely. But according to enthusiasts, they actually did have... So looking into goodwill and the actual impairment testing of it, again, according to this audit...
Point since
I think that they held off on it. They didn't want to do it. That's the reason why. They were trying to avoid doing that because they were worried that it like having to fight huge amounts of monsters removes a lot of nuances from combat, and I think that's true. And I actually would like to have like less monster density and more impactful, meaningful interactions with monsters. But the problem is that Diablo 4 just didn't work out that way in practice. Like, it was a good idea to start with, but it just didn't really work.
Beginning of Diablo 4. Mob density is not a new conversation in ARPGs.
Oh, yeah.
Surely they would know more monsters, people will be more happy about that. And that's what he gets into next here. So this first bit is basically him just saying that in Season 4, you're going to notice there's a significant amount of increased mob density, and that they're trying to increase the pace, basically, of the game, because that's the feedback that the players have said they've been wanting, is more mobs. But he goes into describing basically why it's not already been accomplished. He says it's not easily done because every extra monster you're putting on screen is something that's eating at the performance. And
you have to understand that you need to load the bank of every monster and also every stash tab and every item that that monster could or could not have in its inventory at the same time. So yeah, this definitely tracks, guys.
And those sorts of things. So we have to come to a system and go, okay, we want to increase the density by 10%. Then we have to go and optimize the engine, optimize the art to get there, and try to find...
I think this is like such a... I hate this argument because like PoE doesn't have this problem. Like there's like huge amounts of density in PoE and like we don't have to deal with this. Like, so if you make an engine where it doesn't work, that's your problem, not mine. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Smart ways to do that.
Yeah, that's
so
like,
what
that's
you're
like the
seeing
worst
through the
argument
seasons,
that you can make.
You're seeing the density get more and more and more, and I think it's coming to a good place in Season 4 when you see how rich the Hell Tides are. Now, performance being an issue in relation to ARPGs is not something that's new. In fact, in Path of Exile, when I play it, if I'm playing Blight or something and there's a million mobs on the screen, the resolution gets dynamically scaled or becomes really laggy if I do not dynamically scale the resolution. And so this has definitely been an issue on multiple games, but it's not the first time Diablo run into tech issues. For instance, we have the stash loading problem where it took forever for us to get extra stash storage because we're literally all loading each other's stash tabs. And what we found out of that is the players basically don't care what the reason is that something hasn't been accomplished. They only want
this is not like, and this is a problem that I think some developers have, and I think Blizzard has had this problem a lot before. Where they try to appeal to basically empathy from like the players. Like the players should feel bad that Blizzard has to deal with something. Like we don't really care that much about like why something isn't working. We just want it to work.
Welcome to my channel.
That's it. Oh, it's not working? Okay, we'll make it work. Well, we can't make it work. Okay, we'll try harder. That's what you're paid for. Yeah, it's the same way as like Blizzard. Blizzard doesn't care why you don't have money to pay your WoW sub. If you can't pay the money for the game, you can't play the game. They have the exact same paradigm. Works both ways. It does.
Become accomplished, which makes perfect sense to me. Players don't get paid to develop the game, so if the game gets in a state that people enjoy it, then the players will be positive about it. If the game is in a state in which people don't enjoy it, they won't be positive about it. So when Season 4 comes out, I mean, we saw from the PTR, people were already liking the Hell Tides. I myself like the Hell Tides, even though I have basically massively disliked the Hell Tides the entire time. It's factually an improvement. So because of that, I think when Season 4 comes out, if the mob density stays pretty crazy, people will be grinding it like it's Blood Harvest. It's effectively the fastest way to level now in the game, and the Hell Tides might have done a flip from really annoying to farm to actually enjoyable because of the density and the added events we will see. So the next thing in the interview was asking him about what the season theme is going to be.
Welcome to my channel.
And he says the theme was not tested within the PTR. He doesn't...
Who gives a fuck about the theme? Just make the items good, make the gameplay good. Like, the theme, I don't know. It could be unicorns, or it could be... I don't know, Pokemon. Like, just make the game. Who cares?
Know the exact date yet, but we will find out what the theme will be in the next couple of weeks. Now, we have covered this on the previous video, but there was basically a data mine, and WoW had covered this. You can check them out too, in which they end up describing a Iron Wolves type of theme from the data mine, where there's items and reputation system and all of these things in relation to what we saw with the upcoming theme. And then Pez Radar says this: I think most people have seen some of the things that are going to go out regarding in the season in PTR. We'll be adding some light to those items in the upcoming stream, and the majority of the work has been built around the theme of this new season. That's Loot Reborn, as this is a greatly changing the game going forward.
Yeah, the theme of the season should be that the game is rewarding. That would be a crazy good theme. That would be nuts.
Both Eterno and Seasonal as the start of new D4 experience as we head into the Vessel of Hatred. So I think most people have seen some of the things that are out. Could be referring to the data mine, so people are kind of assuming that the Iron Wolves is correct. And there was a significant amount of Iron Wolves related data mined items, so I don't know why there would be a whole flood of those suddenly coming into the game if it wasn't an Iron Wolves reputation system, or at least items and quests around it. So that's probably what it is. Now, Season 4 comes out May 14th for the people that are wondering. So the next question was basically about the PTR. Can we expect a PTR for more or less every seasonal update? He says it's a good question, but it's a to be determined. Now, basically, the breakdown of this whole paragraph is, if it's a major thing, like the itemization changes, if they're after...
I'm not a PTR enjoyer. I hope that they... Because, like, I think it hurts the hype of the game, and it makes it less exciting whenever a patch comes out, whenever people have just played the patch on the PTR.
Adding new crafting systems, if there's new major updates to the game. In those scenarios, then what they're actually going to be doing is doing these PTR updates. However, otherwise, with minor updates, etc., we should not be expecting a PTR for every little thing. More or less a non-answer, but not a we won't see any more of these. It's a we'll probably see some of these, but for now, we'll just have to see. He also mentions that he doesn't like it's only PC right now, but it's still a technical issue for them to solve. He does say something interesting. He says, one of the ways we've been trying to grow Diablo is to make sure that we really lean into console play as well as PC. You can definitely see elements of the game are designed for console players.
That's a good thing, as long as the console play doesn't mean that the game's worse because of it. I hope that it's playable on console. Absolutely, that's a good thing.
He goes on to say that they're having problems basically with the console ecosystem, that their certification process just makes the public test realm and all of the testing even harder than it is.
I think that's bullshit. That's not the real reason. They can't figure it out for PC either. Like, I mean, WoW isn't on console, and they've had these problems on WoW for 10 years. Like...
So this next question's actually an interesting one, because something they have said about microtransactions in the game is that basically the best looking stuff is stuff that you have to earn in the game. But as the game goes on, the better and better looking stuff is either attached to their battle pass or a straight up purchase. So this is more...
That's crazy. Who could have ever predicted that? If only there was somebody 10 years ago pouring salt on his head, telling people, do not buy into this. I tried, guys. I tried so hard. And nobody wanted to fucking listen.
Less what his question is about. It seems to be going the other way, where now the most attractive looking items in the game are straight from purchases. So he says he wanted a clear answer in this. Shop items that can be earned or easier to purchase. So what's the deal with presenting a dilemma to players who just want to earn the cool stuff? Gonna be honest, I don't like his answer on this one. So we're gonna go...
You can't like the answer, because the answer is that, too bad, we're gonna keep doing it. Like, he's just going to give a roundabout answer that doesn't mean anything, and at the end of the day, it's going to be the same shit. It's going to keep happening.
We're going to read this one through because it's interesting. What we're trying to do with like how they interpret the teasing from Campfires is a little bit of both. If you were to look easier to acquire, at least from a purchase perspective, like we just released these class bundles where you could get 2 different looks for much cheaper price. So we did one for each class, perhaps less than half of what our top armor stuff normally goes for.
You know what that's called? Perhaps less than half of what our top armor stuff normally goes for. They have just created an anchor price in order to justify undercutting something. But the truth is that none of these have any real perspective value. It's all subjective, and they made everything up. I can't believe that anybody would be stupid enough to buy into this. Like, oh, well, we normally charge more, so it's okay. Well, why are you normally charging more? It's because you made up that number too. You'd be surprised? I know, yeah, I know, I'm not surprised. I know people would do it. Yeah, for sure. You can't believe it?
So we wanted to find places...
Okay, I can believe it.
...for people to use the shop at a lower price point. So he's talking about price points here. He's like, well, we're making it cheaper, but it's then not really answering the question. So if you continue, he says, we're also doing some stuff, this idea of personalized discounts, which is the other part, which we're kind of excited about. Other games have done this to where they look and say, based on your play, here's something that might be relative to you in terms of discounting. So basically, they're going to take the information they know about you as a player and offer you things to purchase based upon what you seem to be doing in game. This still isn't kind of...
Yeah, exactly. It still hasn't really answered the question, but they can't answer it. That's the reason why they don't, is because they can't.
Answering the question of what if you want the game's best looking things to be only based upon gameplay.
Yeah, that's
so he
not
says,
gonna
and
happen.
so look, he goes, and so like, here's 4 different levels of discounts on 4 different types of things. And again, it goes back to the notion of trying to find ways to make it also more approachable or easier for people to get into a lower price point if they're interested. But it's all cosmetic. They don't need to get it. They don't. It's all about how they want to look. Again,
and that's fine. The thing is that it's fine if they want to do this. Like, I'm okay with a game that's being continuously developed having microtransactions. Sure, but you want to have things that players can work towards and earn too in the game. And if you don't have that, I feel like that really sucks.
Diablo being
Especially,
the ultimate power fantasy.
And it's not, yeah, this isn't a free-to-play game, right? I mean, this is a $70 game. It's a $60 game. It's a lot of money.
And kind of like, how do you want to play? How do you want to look? So there's no power in any of that. It's all about your vanity and playing with your power fantasy. So I don't like this answer personally, because this point of Diablo being the ultimate power fantasy and kind of that, how do you want to play? How do you want to look is true. But if the how do you want to
look is the way that you want to look like a way that's in the store, then the way that you have to do it is you have to spend money. Yeah.
Look is 50% of that he's saying here.
I just wish that, like, he could be like, listen, we got a lot of people working on this fucking game. We're trying to release these seasons 3 months at a time. We need the money. We gotta sell some of these to be able to pay rent. Okay, like that's just the way it is. And like if he said that, I'd be like, yeah, all right, yeah. I mean, like, fuck, it is what it is, right? But like, what's this fucking play how you want, different discount levels? Like, come on, what are we playing games for?
And it's locked behind a paywall. Then
Erotic
they don't
official.
need to get it. They don't means
Thanks
that you're
for
only
subscribing
expecting
for 1
people
month.
to care about this portion. The how do you want to play?
Voila.
So I don't really understand his
Voila.
answer here, if I'm being quite honest. But
Hold on.
Here.
Vala. Erotic official. Welcome to my channel. Ali Vala. LT. Ladies and OC.
how do you want to look? He's right. It is part of the power fantasy.
Oh,
So
don't
then why
you
are you
love it?
saying
Haha.
you don't need to buy it?
Zdravlje.
They don't. Well, if you want to look that way, then you do actually need to buy it. And people aren't saying that they want a discount for it. They're saying that you want to earn that stuff in-game. Again, I'll bring up the concept of you had gauntlets that could have given out rewarded cosmetics, or the gauntlets maybe could have given out rewarded premium currency if you really want to do it that way, but it didn't. That was a design decision to purposefully not reward paid cosmetics for basically the best players in the game. Even mobile games, you can look at Clash.
Man. Man, so the best cosmetics don't come from the raid, they come from, like, the store?
Oh, well.
Man. Have they ever done this before? That's crazy. This is the first time. Yeah.
Even mobile games will give out premium currency for being good at the game, for instance. This isn't
They do.
something that happens in Diablo. So
That's actually a really good point that he's bringing up. that like some free-to-play games are more generous with currency than this game is that you pay for. That's a really good point. Like Star Rail, like you can probably get like every other character if you play regularly and do your dailies.
You want to look the way
That's
you want
crazy.
to look, and the way you want to look is the stuff you have in the shop, and you have to buy it. So I'm not necessarily a fan of this answer in particular. And it gets a little bit worse with the answer, in my opinion. So he says, I think we're talking about the notion of making cool stuff that people can earn. That's an ongoing conversation. At the beginning of Diablo 4, we were very focused on that kind of staying authentic and staying grounded. Okay, that's good. As with each season, we're kind of getting more comfortable with, okay, our launch is over and we've had our authentic moment.
See, I like this, because they're basically saying, yeah, we bait and switched you guys, so, you know, at the beginning we knew you'd care more about it, and like now it's like, you know, nobody gives a shit as much anymore, so now we're adding in more shit. It's like, all right, now we're having a real conversation. Now I'm talking to a real guy. You know, this isn't a PR agent. It's not some sort of like, you know, run around. It's like, yeah, so we thought we could get you guys with it now since it's been a while. It's like, yeah, pretty much. I get it. Okay.
Now we can start to turn the dial to be a little bit more fantastic. This basically just means, okay, we decided not to have a ridiculous amount of paid cosmetics, but now we can turn the dial up on that. Like, this doesn't really read well
it doesn't.
as a player, in my opinion.
It doesn't.
So I think you're
like, if you're a player, like, and you read that, it's like, and as I said, I would vastly prefer this to, you know, oh, well, we care about you and we want to give you as many options as possible, and you know, there's so many different bundles that you can buy. Like, if they want to say this, like, that's fine. I don't really care. Like, nobody really cares about the cosmetics, guys. Like, everybody, like, pretends to care about this, but, like, the real reason why people are mad, you want to know the real reason? It's because nothing else is happening. Like, the game isn't that good. That's why people care. People didn't care about the WoW cosmetics either, because they were happy with the game.
Starting to see that in some of the shop exploration we're doing, like Lord Eater, there's some interesting skins there. Now, I've said before, cosmetics don't bother me unless they're, and I'm cool with them selling cosmetics. I am. I think it's fine to sell cosmetics in the shop. The only time when I don't like cosmetics being sold in these games is when the cosmetics look objectively better than any of the gear really you get in game. And basically what he's saying is before they were staying authentic.
Yeah, I'm a lucky guy. Like, I am a Frazetta Conan the Barbarian enjoyer. So the baseline barbarian armor totally fits that fantasy, and I'm never gonna need anything else. Yeah, I want a helmet with horns on it, a loincloth, a chest wrap like this. It's like leather. And, you know, maybe a pair of boots with spikes on them, and that's it. We're good. I'm done.
They know the shop stuff will look worse, but now the shop stuff is starting to look better, more fantastic, I guess is the way he's describing it. So he says, I think that's the type of stuff you also see become part of the earnable stuff, as well as we look at our seasonal journey and how to improve the season journey, how we look to include new types of cosmetics, the way you saw in Diablo 3. So there will be some interesting stuff on the horizon I think you'll be excited about. We're always trying to find the right balance in terms of what is earnable. You want to be cool things for people that can earn, which I think you can. My brother doesn't spend a dime, and he looks cool when he's playing with me, and I try to basically buy everything. You can still earn really cool things. But in my opinion, sort of missing the point that if all of the cosmetic like improvements are being focused on the shop, I mean, how many really in-game earnable cosmetics have we had outside of like the bonus seasonal stuff that has shown up, right? With like the Midwinter Blight. We haven't really had a lot of like massive improvements in terms of what you can look like in an earnable aspect. Most of these are tied to the shop. So anyway, he's kind of missing that.
I feel like this is just the way they're going to monetize the game. That's it. Like, I don't know why they can't just add in a few really cool items that you can get every season for actual gameplay that are, like, flashy. Why can't you do that? I don't see why. Like, because I'm not asking for them to get rid of the store. Like, they have to have the store so they can keep paying for the development. I get it. But, like, can't we just get a few of them though, right? I mean, like, why can't we just, like, can I just get like a really, really big, like, golden greatsword? Like, that'd be awesome. Just put that in the game. You do know why? Well, I don't know. Like, I really don't. Like, I feel like cosmetics like that make people play the game way more. And especially, like, high-end players, it keeps them invested for way longer.
Point a little bit here. However, he does point out one point that I think would be a good W in terms of this conversation, where he says they were looking at the season journey and how they can improve the season journey. Now, if they...
I really don't care about the season journey, and I didn't even click the buttons to do my season journey last time I played this game. I feel like season journeys are battle passes, and they're boring and formulaic, and they're not interesting to do. I don't care about them. What do I want to see? I just want to see different things that I can farm and work towards in the game. Like, it's not hard. Have it to be where if you kill Uber Duriel, Uber Lilith, and I think there's another boss that's kind of hard now, like Uber Varshan, after you kill all of them, you get a special weapon, or you get, like, an armament. Why can't you just... I mean, I'm not asking for anything crazy. Just, like, a couple of weapons. Like, that's literally it. Like, think about Lost Ark, right? Lost Ark is a Korean pay-to-win, grindfest MMO, dog shit, fucking microtransactions out the ass. But the weapons that you get, like, you can buy the weapons with in-game currency indirectly, right? With, like, buying blue crystals. But the difference is that a lot of the things that they add into the game, the actual weapon glows do mean something. Like, it's not like you can just get a good weapon glow because you've, you know, what do you call it? Just because you bought it on the store. It's like, these are levels of your weapon. I don't know why they can't just have something like that. Now, obviously, that's pay to win in itself, but I think it's much different than just buying a skin.
Add on the season journey, just the free, you know, the free season journey that we can all do, right? If they
Final
add in
Fantasy
their
Ultimate
ways
Weapons,
to, like,
exactly,
store
yeah.
up and save premium currency so you could buy
100%.
stuff out of the shop, or if they add, like, let's say the previous season skins
Yeah, the capes,
in there or
RuneScape.
something. So maybe if you want to buy, you're just buying the cosmetic a little early, but if you wait for the next season, farm the next season journey, then you could get it. Well, in that case, it's significantly improved, in my opinion. So if he does go down the rabbit hole that he's saying here about looking at the season journey and how to make it more earnable, then that would be a decent solution. So then he kind of makes a joke and talks about unicorns. Like,
one of the reasons why I don't like the season journey and battle passes is usually the battle pass or the season journey makes me engage in content that I don't really want to engage in, that is
Lonely
more or less
Ejail.
monotonous, annoying.
Welcome to my channel.
Or I'm just simply not
Hello,
interested
welcome.
in it. Like, for example, like, there's, like, bonuses for PvP, or you have to do 50 of something. Like, I don't want to do 50 of something. I want to beat something that's really challenging and then get the reward from it. I don't want to do 50 of something. Like, just let me farm for that thing directly. And I don't know. I think there's, like, a lot of games that, like, try to... It's weird because, like, it's almost like they don't want people to not do the content, so they force people to do the content, which makes them hate the content more. I think that's what happens.
The interviewer here was campaigning for more unicorns, and he says, well, there is one. There's a unicorn mount. It was really funny because we were joking with our art director, because in the original interviews when we launched, he was like, yeah, we're not going to do anything crazy like unicorns. And then the shop there showed up an armor that added a horn to the horse and made it a unicorn, basically. This last question...
So that means that, like, probably they're going to make a, like, a Dodge Challenger mount for, like, Season 8 or 9.
Ava.
Like, whenever they've pretty much, like,
Welcome
scraped
to
the
my
bottom of
channel.
the barrel. And they've got to come up with new stuff. And then, like, maybe for the expansion, after the expansion falls off, they can just make Lilith a mount instead.
He asked him, he says, what had been his most rewarding moment and most challenging in his 4 years of residency? And this breakdown here says, I think my most challenging moment is what the company has gone through in 4 years I've been here. It's well documented. I don't need to bring it back up. But you know, that's just been hard to see. That was challenging. I guess it kind of feeds into what has been the most rewarding too, with all that. And you add a pandemic on top of it, and the fact that we are still able to come together as a team to launch Diablo 4 the way we did. Then he finishes off by basically saying he's grateful to be part of the launch, and it's been really exciting, etc. for him. He does say one thing, which is, as we get ready for the expansion later in the year. So he is talking...
So this shit's coming out in 8 months? They're already putting out an expansion? Yeah, damn!
about them, planning obviously for the expansion of Vessel of Hatred that's already been mentioned. So we do have that coming sooner rather than later. And we will see how good it is on arrival. But as of right now, I got to go live, so I will see you on the live stream. You can click on the link down below in order to join as we play some hardcore today. Love you all, and I'll see you on the live.
There it is.
Google has now fired 50.
I mean,
there was an...
I feel like it's very early for an expansion, man. Like, especially because, like, the expansion price. I mean, like, how many... Does anybody genuinely think that there will not be an expansion bundle that goes over $100? Because there's going to be. I know it, you know it, everybody knows it. And maybe it will be not... Maybe it will be only $100, or it'll be $99.99 or something like that, right? I don't know, guys. I'm just... Again, if the new season content is really good, and the systems work well, and the itemization changes really hit, everything else is forgiven. I don't care. The same as PoE. I don't give a shit. PoE wants to add in a new fucking $400 bundle? Fine. Go ahead. Is the game good? It's good? Then I don't care. The only real reason, so a good game, yes, that's the only thing I genuinely care about. PoE is free. PoE is free. I understand that. I do also understand that it's a $70 game. That's a lot of money. I think that it is reasonable for them to ask people to pay for, like, cosmetics and stuff like that for the ongoing development of the game. I think that's reasonable, especially, like, this far into it. Now, also, like, everybody, you should make, if you disagree with me on that, don't buy the game. I am only giving you my opinion. I think that everybody, there are people who don't agree with that, don't buy it. Totally understood. But that's how I see it. PoE is arguably an $80 game that's free. Yeah, but it's got a really good free trial, doesn't it? I think it's unreasonable to not give good cosmetics that you can get by farming. I totally fucking agree, and I think they need to add them. The game has been out now for almost an entire year. In 1 month, it will have been out for a whole year. There needs to be more stuff in the game. Like, games are just too much nowadays. Games, I think the reason why games are too much is the scope of games is too big. The scope of games is way too big, and because of the large scope of games, then people can never actually just, like, relax and play the game. They have to worry about, like, achievement systems and, like, the over-design and everything. Like, I think that's why games like Pal World and Shrouded, Helldivers 2, Vampire Survivors, a lot of these games that are, like, a lot cheaper, but they offer, like, a very uniform... like, slice of an experience. I think that's why those games are so popular. It's because people don't want to play all the time. Not everybody wants to play a 1,000-hour forever game that's this, like, massive blockbuster. And I think that's what every developer's trying to do, is they're trying to make that forever game that's a blockbuster that everybody plays, like Witcher 3 or, like, Cyberpunk or, like, oh, I don't know, I could think of, like, 5 or 6. Fortnite, yeah, something like that. Fortnite, WoW, yeah, Skyrim, yeah. It's you just can't do that, man. I think it's just, like, a matter of a vibe. I'll link you guys the video. Give it a like. This is a good one. I mean, I agree with his perspective, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. What really matters more than anything is if they can just nail down the gameplay. If they nail down the gameplay, everything else is okay.
safe, traveler. Can I help you? Stay safe, traveler.
Okay.
Can I help you? Stay safe, traveler.
Ne, gdje si ćemo? Sajmo.
Pa će sjeli sa ovom govori.
Dopalim ovo iza glave direkt.
Dobro. Sad se procjera spuštila malo. A? Čajevi? To nećeš bolju uzeti. Dobro, na. A ti si izbacio ono?
Zato što je nestabilnost.
Pa što nisi manje baka stavio malo? Ima manje, tamo ko hoćeš. Spustio si je mnogo. Ima tamo pačeno manje. Stani pa kako čuješ ti? Pa šta ćeš sad? Pa daj evo vam ono pačeno malo, pa makar 2 prsta, da ti je više otpija malo. Ona je, da neće se...
Ja sad nosim to kolo.
Ne no, rasturi tu, ja ću donije pa.
Fucking welded piece of shit. nešto ga ne možeš izvući više.
Pa možeš. Ako nemaš položaj, izvučeš. Ovako ide. Šašći ga. Gdje ti je? Evo kad ti. Gdje?
Nemam ja snage za to, ja sam ga malo vrtio po sat. Probaj da ga iščupaš pa ću vidjet na što mislim.
Ajde, ja ću držat.
Šta ćeš držat? Pa malo pe sam ja držat, šta?
Pa šta se?
Vidiš mi.
Čekaj.
Vidiš?
Čekaj.
Učem ga već po ure.
Čekaj, polako, izđuj, pazi.
Nije bi drvo iščupan.
Nešto ti zbiju.
Za nazad ne brini, samo ga spusti dole.
Čekaj, a neće ovo, treba čučkan.
Ma ne može ga promašiti. Spusti ga samo. Može ga promašiti, da ćeš. Neće da ide dalje.
Trebali smo podmazat malo taj...
Ne treba podmazat to što ne treba da ide dolje. Treba stoji u jednu poziciju, a ne da ide gore dolje. Ne tiče, ne treba se pomera uopšte gore dolje.
Pa to stoji ko bajavlja, to iza neće da izađe ni... Ono što? Dobro. Već? Ma. Daj tako. Dođi zvano.
Ma, treba probaj ti da sjediš.
A doći ono. Ja ti
I cannot do that.
Koliko još treba?
Nemoj ga spuštat, ili će se spustiti skroz
Evo,
na dolje.
Pa gledaj. Gledaj, dobro. Gledaj što priča. Dobro.
Okay, here we go. This is the escape from Tarkov situation. Now, a lot of people have wanted me to talk about this. So, Escape from Tarkov, my understanding is that it is a video game. And it is, in fact, a video game that has a lot of very, very, very hardcore players. Before I do this, they put a video out on Twitter. This is the video that has caused all of the problems, right? Yes. Did they escape? I think some people will escape after this change. Yes. Escape from Tarkov, the Unheard Edition trailer. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, wow, look at this. Oh my god. It's a guy with a gun. Uh-huh. The Unheard Edition. Okay. Co-op PvE mode. Okay, cool. No wipes. Okay. Uh-huh. Mark of the Unheard. Unique melee weapon, unique arm... A unique armband? Okay. Additionally, this seems all good. Okay. So why is this bad? Let's read it. Let's read it. Let's read it. Because I don't understand. Is 250... No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. It's not $250. It is? Where is it? Where is it? I want to pull it up right now. I'll pull it up right now. I want to see it. Oh!
Good day, travelers. Farewell.
Yep.
What? Why? So this is a copy pasta they keep posting. Since 2016, players have supported the developers by purchasing the highest edition of the game. For 8 years, we've been recommending this game to friends, bringing more and more players into the community. And what was the developers' response? They've blown us off, refused to comment, and only encourage those who have lost all respect for themselves and continue to pour money in. I personally had high hopes for Tarkov. In my eyes, it was a high-quality, most ambitious project in this entire market. This is unacceptable. This is selfish. This is disrespectful. You've disgraced yourselves completely. You've lost loyal players. You've betrayed the idea. And it's disgusting. To everyone who feels the same way, do not be silent. Spam, make memes, spread the word wherever it's relevant. This cannot be tolerated. Since 2016, players have supported the developers by purchasing the highest... That's the same message. It's a copy paste. Okay. Yeah, right. You got I see how that happened, right? Okay, so currently the official Tarkov Discord server, people are spamming this copy paste and angry response to what Tarkov did. For context, those willing to play Tarkov is a seasonal multiplayer extract shooter that has the base price of 59 USD, so $60. Different pay-to-win bundles ranging from 79 to 159. The bundle includes extra starter content, inventory space that a normal player would spend weeks to grind for each season. Also has exclusive content such as gold game tag. Because Tarkov does not have other in-game purchases other than the heavily priced bundle, players were okay with it, and thanks to Tarkov's unique gameplay, the game gained a lot of popularity in the last few years. Nearly every Tarkov gamer that I know of has purchased the $150 bundle. I actually bought it myself. I played one game, then I quit because I died. I killed a guy, and then I was like bleeding, and I ran away, and I died from bleeding. And I was like, I don't want to figure this out. And so I quit playing after I bought the $150 bundle. Tarkov also had no competitor. All similar contenders died one after another. The surviving Tarkov competitors that I can think of right now are a Chinese copy from Tencent and NetEase and Call of Duty's DMZ. However, Tarkov discontinued their most expensive Edge of Darkness bundle. Oh! So it's not even it's not even the case of they added this into the game. They took away the existing thing, and now they're adding this instead. So it's like if people are already buying $150, why not make them spend $250? I can see the logic there, because if you look at $250 versus $150, you get $100 more if you charge $250, right? So like, I mean, you put 2 on top of 2 there, that's $100 fucking dollars. So yeah, I can see where they were going with this. Yeah, I mean, they should have made it $1,000. Honestly, it would have made way more money. Anyway, Tarkov discontinued this, and Unheard bundle. The bundle includes more pay-to-win content. Oh, more pay-to-win content. Extra pocket slot. Increased start level of your character. Increased stash space, and even higher starting reputation with traders. Exclusive single-player mode that does not wipe each season. Exclusive hideout zone, and even signal transmitter to communicate with other players in-game. Faster insurance pay speed, more sell slot on in-game market, and 50% discount on an in-game. That's a lot of money. A unique melee weapon. It's a $7 Unity store asset flip. AI will not shoot you beyond 60 meters after reaching max reputation with fence. Oh, okay. Unlike the $150 pay-to-win version, many of these are completely exclusive and are fairly OP in such a tactical seasonal multiplayer shooter game. Players and streamers are mocking this game. Oh my god. Basically free PR for any Tarkov competitor. So, don't forget the completely unoriginal bought assets and items. Wait, what is this? Surely you guys didn't buy the knife off Kuriki off the asset store. Wait. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay, what about this right here? Okay. What about this like different color of the blade? Okay, I think they changed the blade, guys. So this is different. If you look at this right here, this blade looks to be more worn, and this one is brand new. Oh, it's the lighting?
Surely.
Oh, the pricing or content isn't the issue? Okay. What is the issue? Pull me up. All right, you're gonna waste our fucking time with this shit. No. You want your attention? You're getting it right now. You are getting attention at this very moment. The asset flip thing was debunked. That knife exists in real life. We have compared the models. They are different meshes. Okay, so this has been debunked. Okay, guys? It has been debunked by Reddit. It is just simply a existing knife that is being used as a reference. So logically, two things that are referencing the same thing would look the same. Yep, there it is. Reddit has debunked a lot of things. They've debunked atheism. They've debunked America. They've debunked this knife. What else? They've debunked like I think a few people that were like shooters and stuff like that. I mean, this is, yeah, they've debunked God. Yeah, I mean, trust me, this knife is just child's play, okay? So what do you want? What do you want? What do you want, man? Like, you typing this shit. Come on. Can we get this started? Let's go. The reason for the anger is because end of... Oh, this is a $150 thing. Had exclusive items promised along with free access to all future DLCs, which they are with new additions and features and game modes. Claim they are not... Wait. I was mentally AFK while I was reading that. I'm gonna read it again. So what you're saying is that whenever they said, whenever you bought the $150 version, you were effectively getting like a forever stamp, right? For like the stamps that never go out of date, or like you're getting a like a gold card, and it's like, this will always be relevant, this will always be valid. And now they said your gold card, it's actually silver. Is that accurate? That's a real cock in the ass, I'll tell you that. You don't see that kind of stuff every day. That's bad. They're still saying it's okay to charge $250 for this version as long as they give the people who bought a $150 version the $250 version, which they are not. So wouldn't that literally be false advertising? Landmark is down to explain. Landmark. Do I know Landmark? Is he I apologize, I'm not sure if I recognize the name. Is he one of the guys that knows his shit about this? He is?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Not much. Interesting day, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a shitstorm.
What the fuck is going on?
I've been asking that all day. Not what we expected to wake up to. They said yesterday they were going to drop a patch and they were going to put the game down for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then we wake up and like it's this whole shitstorm. We're expecting like a big update and we get this.
So it's not only that the community was not expecting this, but they were actually expecting to have legitimate content that wasn't $250.
They did a little bit, yeah, but we knew that there was some new edition of the game coming, so to replace the Edge of Darkness edition, but we didn't think it was going to be this.
So there's a lot of different people saying a few conflicting things. So the first thing I was curious about, do people really in the community genuinely support the game that much that they buy the $150 Edge of Darkness edition?
Yes.
Is this like, so this is like, it's like PoE kind of?
It is largely, I probably see more people in game with the $150 edition than without it, yes. And
so, like, because I feel like Tarkov has like they have one of the most dedicated communities because of how hardcore the game is. Like, I've only played it for probably less than 20 minutes, so, like, I don't really understand it very well. I've watched other people play it, though, and it seems incredibly in-depth. It's like one of those games where you can put, I'm assuming, probably 2,000-3,000 hours into the game and still have more things to learn. Is that pretty accurate?
I've got, like, 15,000 hours
in
it.
Shit.
Yeah. It's also something that no other game replicates, so there's not really an alternative if you want this type of experience. This is really, at least currently, the only option.
Yeah, I mean, like, Dark and Darker, right? But, like, that's just such a different dynamic. And that's just...
but it's not
shooter, right? It's not a shooter. It's not the same thing,
It's not a realistic take. Like, Tarkov, it's real items, real guns, the attachments, the scopes, all that is all real stuff. So people that are into, I want to build a real gun and have a real loadout where everything is, you know, true to life.
Yeah.
There's nothing else that does that.
Yeah, Tarkov gives you like a more authentic experience, and I think it has like that extra level of realism, so people feel like they're having as close to an authentic experience as possible. That's basically
like if you mod a gun out in Tarkov, it's like you could go out and buy that actual gun and make it
theoretically.
IRL. It's like
there it is, yeah. So, are people mad about the $250 price, or are they just mad about the fact that... So, like, apparently whenever you bought the $150 version, you effectively got what was a lifetime membership to any future DLC, and now they're going back on that?
let's go thin the numbers a bit, shall we?
Seemingly. So I think it's twofold. I think one, $250 price tag is off-putting to people.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot of money. You know, $150 was already. That was already a lot, and then slapping an extra hundo on it is. Yeah, it's a price shock, but it's also the stuff that's included in it.
Yeah.
Partially because we're borderline pay to win with some of the stuff, and also because there's, they say it's not DLC, but there's DLC included in there that was promised with the original edition of the game that we won't get access to.
So there was DLC that was promised, and that DLC is like, for example, the single player mode, the extra hideout zone, and that those things. Like, would those, is that what you're considering DLC?
So I can read directly from when you bought this edition of the game.
Yeah.
It says free access to all subsequent DLC, and they call that the season pass, such as Escape from Tarkov Arena. So we're promised getting all of the subsequent DLC added to the game for free if you bought the expensive edition.
So can I just real quick, the Escape from Tarkov Arena, my understanding is that that's a separate version of Tarkov, kind of like how Call of Duty has Warzone?
Yes. They're supposed to be linked together at some point in the future.
Yeah.
But, okay, so this is getting into an interesting thing that we noticed on stream today. So originally, I have an archived webpage of their website describing the Edge of Darkness edition when you buy it. And it says, included in the edition, free access to all subsequent DLC, parentheses, season pass, such as Escape from Tarkov Arena.
So they are categorizing DLC as alternate modes of the game.
Yes, but that, like, I read that exact description on the webpage today.
Yeah.
And then soon after, the page was updated, and they removed the part that says such as Escape from Tarkov Arena, and it now just says free access to all subsequent DLC, parentheses, season pass.
Could you link me that thing so I could just see it?
Yep.
That's crazy. Have the devs commented on that at all?
No, and it was something we looked at the page live, and then we went back, and we noticed it was changed, so we pulled up an archived version of it.
Okay, I'm trying to load it right now.
And they also edited it. It might be getting blown up. They edited some other pages as well live. That we picked up on, but this was like the main one because it references the DLC.
So yeah, I see it right here. It's in the first paragraph, and it says, in addition, such as the case of Edge of Darkness Limited Edition, access to co-op mode and free access, and all subsequent DLC. And this is the official website right now. And it does says, then next it says, when you improve the pre-order version, all current progress. So it's like something else. And this is the web archive, and this archive is from
today.
Wow. Okay.
April
so yeah, I'm
25th.
looking at,
I literally on my stream I was reading the archived like live on their website, and then we went back and it was changed.
So it says right here, such as Escape from Tarkov Arena. There it is.
And then also, if you notice, the archived version says unique secured container, and the live version removes the word unique because the container that you got in the Edge of Darkness edition is also in the new $250 edition. Allegedly.
It's
So
You're right.
they went and they specifically like amended the word unique from the description.
Yeah, it says secure container on the official site right now, and then before it said unique secure container.
Yes.
That's really
I think a lot of people would take the word unique to mean, you know, unique to this edition of the game. You can only get it if you buy this edition.
Right, yeah. And of course, obviously it was led, like people were led to believe that. And unique meant something, and now it clearly doesn't. That's why it's been removed.
And if you scroll up on the live page as well, the date is still from 2022, so they also didn't note that this was changed.
So there's no
today.
update. I see. So they just went in and just edited the web page and then took
Seemingly.
this out.
Yeah,
I
seemingly
guess
that's what happened.
I mean, I don't know what else it could have been. So why do you think they're doing this now? Because this seems so surprising, because like Tarkov is one of those games, they have such a dedicated community. Like I've seen, you know, like some streamers streaming Tarkov, like for the, you know, obviously you guys have like a lot of like really good drops. And so I'll see people popping off. Like Tarkov has such a great community that seems like super engaged. Why would they do this?
That is what I've been saying the same thing all day.
Yeah.
It's a game with a dedicated community, like crazy fans and people, you know, they're willing to spend money on it, and it just seems so odd to me that this is how they choose to further monetize the game. And like I get it, you know, they have people like me that we've been playing the game for years,
right?
And you know, maybe they feel like they want to get some, you know, recurring revenue out of players or further monetize it to make money, whatever. I'm totally fine with that. I get it. You're a business. You want to make money. I'm all good with that. But this just isn't the way to do it. There's so many other ways and examples in games where they monetize things fairly with good cosmetics and so forth. And this just seems like all the wrong ways to do this.
Are there cosmetics that you can purchase in Escape from Tarkov for real money?
They have, yes, they have recently been adding those. Some of them, I think probably all of them, don't quote me on this, are unlockable through the game, through like quests. Some of them challenging or like really end game quests, some of them not, but you can buy cosmetics in the game currently. And these are all recently added.
How is the community responded? They're not like... How have people responded to that?
I don't think people really minded.
Nobody really gives a shit.
It wasn't like a big like, oh my god, I have to buy that skin type of thing.
Right.
But there's no like weapon camos.
It's not like a ghillie suit.
Yeah, it's not like that. And all of it is stuff that's been in the game for a while that you could have unlocked, or some new things that are unlockable regardless. But they're not like crazy over-the-top skins that people are going to lose their mind over and want to buy.
So let me get this fucking straight. So these fucks have a community that will give them $150 for a game and not complain about microtransactions, and they still want to increase it? That's crazy to me. It's like, I mean, at a certain point, aren't you killing the golden goose?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
That's what I was saying too. It's like, why put in, like, even without the controversy of this is DLC or it's not DLC and it should be included in this edition, like, why not take the model where you make free content for the game, or it's not even free because you paid for it, but you add content to the game, keep people playing, and give them good, like, cosmetic stuff to buy, like weapon skins, character skins. There's like voice lines in the game that you can yell at people in game, and I was like, add some cool, funny voice packs to buy and yell obscenities at people in the game. And make it fun, and like people would pay money for that. They would love it. It'd be fun, make content out of it, you know?
Yeah, so it's like a Fortnite dance or something silly like that doesn't really have like a real effect on gameplay.
Yeah, and they're just like, they choose to add like additional starting items when you start the wipe, and you know, they have this PvE game mode now, and like,
so a player that buys the $250 the $250 version has a unique competitive advantage against the player who does not buy that version. Is that correct?
It's a little bit more nuanced than that, because it's a weird game where like it's not like I have better gear than you, I win. You know, anyone can kill anyone with one bullet from even the worst gun in the game. You'd be wearing all the best gear in the game and die instantly to somebody with the absolute worst gun, worst ammo. But you definitely have an advantage in your starting items at the beginning of a stash, and now there are some permanent things that you can get larger pockets in a larger secure container so you can hold more stuff. Or, you know, they're not huge gameplay advantages, but arguably they're getting into the pay-to-win aspect. And they also have the new thing, I think you read it, where the scavs won't shoot at you from a certain distance.
If you are maxed out reputation with defense.
Yeah. And then there's another thing that they're going to be adding, which we don't know if it's going to be in like the PvP aspect of the game or just the PvE mode, but something where if you're getting in a fight, you can call people from your friends list to join your raid and help you out. So you can assemble the fucking Avengers.
Yeah, sure.
While you're playing and all your boys come. We don't know if that's going to be in the PvP mode. It hasn't been confirmed or they didn't detail it out, but it's just stuff like that where we don't want that, you know?
So I guess, yeah, I mean, that would completely ruin the game. I would say if you can just randomly summon in 3 guys to help you kill somebody.
That would potentially suck. Yeah, we don't know how that's going to work yet, so I can't say one way or another.
Here.
Well, maybe he unfriended me. No, he didn't. Ah. This.
Behind the scenes. The most fucking boring motherfucker.
What are we doing today? Are we doing a photo shoot?
Doing a photo shoot. Doing a Playgirl photo shoot. Spread. Balls out. Spread eagle. Across the block.
Spread eagle across the block! Spread eagle across the block! I fuck the music! I make it curve! I fuck the music with my serpent curve! Hit! Wanna be have no fear comes and goes, man. It's here, no one knows. Feels so weird when it blows through my bones. I got a Jones for. Wanna know more? Cause it's my what I got this show for.
Mass appeal in the issue. Shout out to bikes everywhere.
Yo, we're not in the fucking issue of Mass Appeal yet because we're shooting all the photos for it right now. So that was a fucking lie.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's perfect right there. Okay, you can get out. You can get out.
Good. Cause all I really need is some cool shit to mob, like driving down the street to the beat of a blowjob.
Oh my god, I look so stupid. Oh yeah.
I own that shit, on some throwback shit. You already know that shit. It's not a dream. As for me, I'm doing it. That's all right.
What, Lionel? You want me to jerk in this suit?
You got the all on camera.
No.
We just watched you do that, and I was not looking. You're exposed. Caught straight in your lies.
What?
Don't ever say
Nigga, you just whispered to me like, I love mechanics, shake your ass.
I never said that.
All right, say that to the camera with a straight face.
No, he's not. No, he's just trying to get you to look away so you can do that. Look, are you not seeing what
the fuck?
You
what are you lying about, dude?
Everything is usable that we are shooting. Super usable footage only.
You don't even know what the fuck we on right now. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I've never, ever had a moment like that with anyone.
What? That your moment?
Fuck, that was awesome.
Here.
Our next guest started in porn, Mia Khalifa. Get your black ass out of here, girl. Mia Pumpkin Eater had a wife but couldn't Khalifa.
Mia, thank you for being here.
You want some lotion?
You first.
You gotta moisturize your insides.
No.
When you're a staunch anti-masker. That's what it said in my notes.
That's not true.
It said it online.
No, do not spread malicious rumors like that. I'm not an
It
anti-masker.
says right here in my notes that you're
I'm
anti-mask.
triple back.
I saw one of those sex ed videos you did. Sure, I learned a ton, but what high school did you find?
Oh.
You were a Muslim woman in a porno, and then ISIS threatened to Charlie Hebdo you.
Yeah.
And then you tweeted back at ISIS, you can take this hijab and shove it.
I did not. I did not. You're gonna get me killed.
This guy was a writer on 30 Rock, Donald Glover. Get over here, you son of a bitch. Donald J.P. Morgan Glover. Now, you grew up in Atlanta, or that's just a bit for the show?
I grew up there.
Or you're from Glendale?
No, I grew up in Atlanta.
Prove it. What's the last nice thing you did for your mother?
I hung out with her.
Can you not gender your parents either? I mean, be a little more progressive. I'm so progressive, I don't even know which one of my parents is my father and which one is the white one. Are men white and women are black?
I don't think that's ever works.
Oh, shit. Damn. I didn't know you like to get wet, player.
Man, you really got me.
Hey, I just scratched my butthole.
Is that what smells like that?
Yeah, I shit on my hands. You know what I mean?
I know.
Baby boy.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
You know what I mean? People know you from the time that you shat in a toilet in a Home Depot display.
It wasn't me. It was someone else.
So you were just watching another man defecate?
It was a kid. We weren't
You were
men.
watching a child defecate, so...
I was also a kid, so it was okay.
You were also filming?
No.
So you were just staring, you were locking eyes with this young boy. I'm going to say 7-year-old boy.
But I was a
shitting his
kid
brains
when
out.
it happened.
17, 18?
No, like 10 years old.
Okay, so it wasn't like a DC sniper kind of relationship.
No.
That would be bad. Was the literally the DC sniper, right?
No,
Free him.
I don't want to do that.
Come on, man, stay black.
I'm not. I don't want to be on. I really don't want to be a part of it.
At least say free R. Kelly to camera.
I'm not doing that.
Free my man Putin.
Free Putin. He's not in jail.
Free Putin. Well, when he goes to jail, free him.
Why is the black power sign for Putin?
Who's black?
Who's black? He's not black. He's
Me,
black
I support black people. You, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, your father is Danny Glover, and your mother is Donald Rumsfeld. What's it like being a Hollywood insider and a Washington insider?
No, like, I mean, my dad was Donald Glover.
You want some breast milk?
No, I'm okay.
Are you sure? It's organic. Make my mouth water. Ooh. That's yummy.
Hey, hey. Gonna touch you up today. Okay. Let me
I don't really
put a little makeup on you. Okay.
I'm like a.
I got
Oh,
you. Yeah, I
okay.
got you.
Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
No, we just gonna touch you up a little bit right here.
Sweaty. Where you from? Ain't you one of those melamanias or whatever?
What? Yeah.
You got any blow?
No, I don't have any blow.
Check your pockets, man.
I definitely don't.
Hey, you got this song in my head. I got to give this shit up.
We don't believe in COVID. No one's tested. He looks great.
See you all later, huh?
All right.
I'll be out of here.
Get some blow today. Hey, hey, what do you say? I'm gonna get some blow today.
What up, y'all? What up, Lil Left in the building, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Lil Left.
Grant you 69 wishes. You guys match, kind of.
Y'all try to hit this shit.
We're so good.
Bro, this is a 4-leaf clover. This
No, I'm good, man.
you a bitch though. You ain't trying to hit
Hey,
Hey,
be nice
come
to
on,
the
man.
guests.
I just don't smoke as much as I used to. Are you trying to get me high?
I ain't no fairy tale, you know?
That's very clear. You're very real.
Yeah, y'all pussy.
Yeah.
All my favorite rappers.
I'm a madman.
What up, buddy?
Never had green eggs and ham.
Damn.
Don't get my goal.
Yeah, I'll catch you one of these days, Lil Lep.
You never catch me. No, Lil Lep, you're the pussy. Forget you all that.
All right.
All right. I'll be out.
Seth here. Seth here. Here.
Yeah.
We got our press passes revoked at the RNC. Freedom ain't not free. So, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hey, smell this sock. Smell this. There's something in this sock. It smells disgusting. It smells like manure. Hey, I'm on to something here. This sock stinks. You smell it? I bought it off of somebody in the bathroom.
Get it out of his face.
No, it smells really bad. No, I bought it super cheap. I bought it really cheap in the woman's bathroom.
I have a child here. You gotta get away from my child.
Yeah, you gotta get away from this sock. It stinks. I'll wash the car for you for a credential. This stuff tastes horrible. You wanna hit this? It's got a little lean in it. I'm serious. This shit will get you f***ed up for cheap. Sorry, I was bit by Anthony Cheetahs last night.
Okay.
Scuba dooba dooba, scuba dooba booba. Skip, 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 dooba dooba dooba. New York Knicks don't mix with politics.
Hi, everybody watching. I know that you don't know my wife, Carolyn
Are you
Holbrook.
guys really gonna vote for this guy as your next president?
But she is an
Come on.
angel.
I mean,
and it
this
took
is
her-
disgusting.
it
Bernie's
took
having
her-
a lemon party. Aren't you worried that Hillary's gonna stretch out the presidential shirts with her honkers?
Absolutely.
I mean, every time I see her boobs on TV, I'm like, boing, 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 boing.
I don't know what to say to that. You think that's a little sexist, perhaps?
Sorry, I'm auditioning for Fox News.
I see.
I'm trying to get groped by Roger Ailes. I'm just an old-timey drifter looking to poke my ding-dong in a couple of glory holes.
Okay? It's your right.
Yeah, just anything with a little flesh in it. I want to just poke my little slapstick in there and go boop, boop,
Okay?
until the thing juices a little milk out of it.
Okay?
You know where the glory holes are?
Right here are these pretzels.
Oh shit, Hillary Clinton's here. Oh, Hillary.
Hillary was Donald Trump this whole time.
I have something actually I want to promote. Can I do that?
All right, it is Velcro time! For Velcro time, this is where you put on a Velcro suit, jump off that trampoline, and you will stick to the Velcro wall.
Didn't Letterman do like this exact bit for like 20 years?
If it works, it works. All right, on your mark, get set, go!
What happened?
Is this, and why would we meet in an alleyway?
Yeah, go out and go horn. Oh, no, gee, what am I doing right now? Yo, what up? I'm the safety stegosaurus.
Kids Club.
Stay safe, Steve. You see a knife, go away from it. Some garbage is okay.
Kids Club.
I don't want to die. This is my garbage.
Why are you going around acting like this in front of all these kids?
Kids Club.
Embarrassing. Oh shit! Son of a bitch. That thing is broken. Can you help me? Hey, can you help me out? Can you help me pick my pants up, please? If you could just help me put my foot over the cuffs. Can you help me? Can you stop putting me on Instagram and can you follow me on Instagram?
How the hell do you wind up like that?
It's a long story. I can't get into it right now, but I need help.
What is it for me?
It's $30.
Bet, where your keys at?
Do not touch it. Do not touch it.
Touch me. Touch me. Can somebody help me out here just for a sec? Just get my pants up. Can somebody climb me up the pole, please, or something? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a grizzly bear. Grizzly bear. All right. Oh my God. So welcome to the show. This is still safe, right? I no longer am a fan of this bit. Hey, you want to see something cool? Cops don't give a shit anymore.
Hey! 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 What are you doing? What are you doing?
What?
You're doing some cool ass shit. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, man, help me out. New York, New York! Legalized ranch. When's the last time you ate?
I haven't.
Let's get Jack some food in here. He looks meek.
I don't need food.
Got some Jolly Ranchers?
Here we go.
No, I had.
Look, oh.
God damn it.
Come on.
Come on.
I
Come
had,
on, get on here.
Some snacks.
You want some snacks?
Snacks for Jack.
I'm good.
That was Eric.
Do you know what that is?
You know, they say if it's gray, it's healthy for you.
No one has ever said that.
Only thing
think
gray
kinda.
that you could eat and be healthy for you is, I think, seal meat.
What is that? Do you know?
It's like it's like some type of like gray food or something.
What did he say?
Yeah, how about these prices?
Okay.
Which price do you like better?
What is going on?
I can't win with you.
This is what my real voice sounds like.
Listen, that's the problem. You don't listen. Okay? I'm a very good listener.
Hey, can we pause 1 second? Jack's microphone's getting loose. Pause 1 second.
This is madness. This is your job? Or is it the uncomfortable? No, I'm just trying to do my job.
Hey Quado. Welcome to my channel.
I'm going to buy a car today. I'm looking for Harry. Harry!
That's me.
I'm looking to buy a fine automobile from him.
I just don't trust anybody like that.
Do you have a friendly car or one that talks?
I don't trust something like that.
I'm ready to buy right now.
Open that button.
I will not buy if you want me to get naked. I don't feel like that's appropriate. You want to see my genitals? That's not okay.
I don't trust like that. Open that button.
Do you have any Skittles?
Carrie's Car Place.
I don't trust like that.
Y'all spin around like ballers, seething with jealousy. I am.
You're in movies.
I am.
I just booked a non-union regional ham commercial. You don't see me
Seth here. Seth here. Seth here. Seth here. Seth here. Seth here. Seth 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 here. Seth here. Seth here. Here. Seth here. Seth here.
Hi folks, real quickly before we get off the rest of the video, I'm going to show you these custom wood presentation cases made by yours truly to display your black powder revolver. Each box comes complete with several compartments to put in several different accessories such as powder flasks, spare cylinders, cap tins, and whatever else you see fit to put in there. The interior of each box is felt lined to safely hold your revolver. I offer several different
bragging about it on television.
I just did see you brag about it on television.
You think Woody Allen should get Chinese castrated so he stops jerking off his ex-kids?
I don't know.
I got it. Sorry about that.
Hey, get it together, man.
God damn it. Sorry.
We got it. You got it. You're good. What's up? Yes.
Hey.
Mellow.
Time for some ranch. What's up, brother bears at 840 yet? Buzz me, mulatto. You going to the quad later?
I think you got me confused with somebody else.
Dude, I know you, my man. You're Mellow Mike.
What's up, Mellow Mike?
You want to hit this ranch? You are being mad weird right now, dude. I'm gonna jet on my sick new hoverboard. It's time for darkness.
Darkness. Okay, what's happening right now?
How many kids you got?
One. I have one child. She's 11 years old. She's a dancer and a singer.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the
Hannibal Buress.
show!
You like shit.
Thank you, Hannibal.
So, bitches be shopping.
Okay, beginner's luck.
Hey, man, stop hating.
This is the first nomination and win for Hannibal Buress as Best Comedy Talk Show host.
One joke.
Previously, Hannibal has won 3 awards for Best Co-Host.
Stupid thing off of me! And we are back with Jillian Michaels.
Is he?
My desk is freaking jacked up. So, Jillian. You saw,
I mean, dude, honestly, I just feel
flashback right now.
There's one thing that's healthy.
Bullshit.
Excuse you.
Stop it. Stop it.
Don't try that bullshit with Jillian.
Don't psychically cockblock me, asshole.
Cockblock me, asshole.
Wake up.
No.
Psychically blocking me. You're psychically blocking me.
Psychically blocking me.
I'm hitting it off with Jillian Barbary Michaels, and you're psychically blocking me.
Psychically blocking me.
Jillian Barbary. Jillian Barbary. Jillian Barbary. Jillian. Cat burglar. C'est la vie! Time for some ranch! You seem pretty simple. What's happening, McNugs?
Sup, McNugs?
What's your Skype handle, Chomo? I'm going to a legalized heroin convention. My mom doesn't want me to go. I told her, yo, 311 never happened. You're pretty mellow, dude. You shop at Whole Foods? Shut up. Knock it off. Shh. Shut up. Hey, mind your business. This is public property. No, it's not. It's a toy for my nephew. Don't worry about it. Get out of here.
I'm not gonna not worry about it.
You shut the up.
What
What is wrong with you?
is wrong with you? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Jesus! Bird up. And we're back with Jack Black. Now, you're known in Hollywood as a liar.
As a liar?
Yeah. Let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get Jack on a lie detector test. Oh, shit. You want to do another whoop-it? Good. Jack?
What did you have for lunch today?
I had sushi.
Ah, son of a bitch! It shocked me.
Lying. You're lying.
This thing shocks me if I don't tell the truth.
Tell us the truth.
This is not cool, man.
What'd you have for lunch yesterday?
I can't remember. Don't shock me. Yesterday, I was on a plane.
It's true. I was on a plane.
You were
I was on a plane. This is shocking me when I tell the truth now. You.
What's your home address?
That's not a fair question.
What's your home address? Tell the truth.
No, I don't. That's not.
Okay, all right. You know the rules. You come on my show, you tell the truth.
Your show.
Tell the truth, Jack.
It was grandma's stuff. Now you're just shocking me for torture. No!
Come on.
Who's in charge of the shock? I want to see the shocking. I want to see the shocking executioner. Who's got the thing? Ah!
You are the first to see the work of a remarkable artist. This one is my personal favorite. I love Adolf Hitler. He was a very misunderstood man. He killed over 15,000 people in one day.
In one day?
That's a good thing. I love everything this piece says. This piece was very controversial up until 9/11. Now, this is called the shaming of the whole.
This art sucks! This one's for Bradley Cooper!
Are you ready to sign up on GoArmy.America? What's your login info?
I don't think he wants to join the army.
Damn it, do you know what the Wi-Fi password is?
Join the army!
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I think I hurt my head.
You need an ambulance?
Where am I right now?
New York City. Let's call an ambulance.
I don't need any
You got a
help.
pretty bad gash there, buddy.
I feel like
You got a
out
concussion.
of it. I jumped off the building.
Why did you do that?
I thought it was cool. No, I just need to walk it off.
I gotta get a picture with you, bro. I gotta get a picture with you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
I gotta get a picture with you, bro.
The former governor of California, Hollywood superstar legend. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Arnold Schwarzenegger. I hate mail. I just started reading other people's mail. I don't care. You ever read other people's mail? It's all junk. Mail. It's junk.
That's somebody's birthday?
Yeah. $5 from me. Look, here's somebody's Con Ed bill. Guess what? Lights out. Jesus, this mail's actually getting me horny. Look at that. I knew I took this job for something. Done with this mail. I hate all mail. I hate mail. I got Heelys on. Christ. They got me on.
And this looks like when you go through those neighborhoods and they have it, they throw out the chair.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look
What
clean.
kind of neighborhoods are you referring to?
Wasn't no particular neighborhood, but I'm just saying it looks
Hey,
filthy.
have a
I don't-
seat,
I
George
don't want-
Zimmerman.
First question.
Yo
How we
Sherpia.
doing?
Welcome to my channel.
It's just it's a gift for me. I'm a big Howie fan now.
I was expecting that one. The other one was a bit direct.
Now, does America got talent or does America got entitlement? I mean, are poor countries too economically depressed to have talent? Why don't you do Rwanda's?
I would imagine they do. It is the #1 syndicated show in the world.
In Rwanda?
No, Got Talent.
Because Don Cheadle was in that movie, and he was fantastic.
Right.
I mean, you got to get Don Cheadle on the show.
On America's.
I got talent. Could I be on the talent show?
What are you doing now? Oh, shit.
I mean, isn't that fantastic?
Please, you sit. I'll stand. I'll stay. I'm just. I don't want to be that close.
Now, you're a distant cousin of Yitzhak Perlman.
I am.
Yeah. He's an Israeli-American violinist.
Oh, the world-renowned classical violinist at Hollywood Bowl and Carnegie Hall. And
what is it like having a fucking nerd cousin? Come on, dude. That was a zinger. Violin. You had a talk show back in the day?
I did. It was nothing
Did
like
you have
this.
a little bitch-ass co-host like Hannibal Buress?
What the f***? I've been supporting your whack-ass jokes.
Clear. I'm an Aries.
Oh, I'm a Cancer.
I'm gassy.
Ami, écoutez-moi. C'est la vie. C'est la table. C'est la vie. C'est la table. C'est la table. Oh. C'est la vie. Power to the ranch.
Dude, I like what I see. Can you burn this CD for me? It's the secret recipe for Crystal Pepsi. I like your style, dude. Are you hardened? No. Do you want to blaze this synthetic weed? It gave Demi Moore a seizure.
Yeah.
You seem mellow. Do you mind if I dance?
Dance for me, baby.
Ow, dude. I knew I recognized you. Dude, we docked dicks at the Lollapalooza cruise. You're Benedict Popcorn, right?
What's up, Benedict?
Dude, I took this Reiki class with Dave Navarro. He left this one heckler speechless. Whoa, you're woke Wendy. You're the CEO of Game Gear.
Go somewhere else. Do me a fucking favor.
Do you got steroid rage or something, dude? You want to burn some Jared Kushner?
What's up, Jared Kushner?
I save every rat I find down there. I don't have the heart to see him die. I found this rat on the train. I rescued a rat from the subway. Isn't he cute? He was dying and I pushed on his chest to resuscitate him. I'm trying to find the original owner. He's pissing and shitting all down my collar. He's big and he's clawing it. I'm vegan. These frat guys, they always pass out drunk. It's my last day. Hey, what if a pregnant woman comes on?
Well, she don't want to see that little shit you got in.
And you just leave Catcher in the Rye next to him? Cops think they're cuckoo when they wake up.
What's wrong with you?
You got a husband? Okay, all right. Hey. Sorry, I think you're beautiful. I have a crush on you. Secrets out. Okay. Go see the baseball game later? Sure. Love you, Pops.
I love you too, son.
Hi. Sorry to bother you. I'm going to watch my dad just for 2 seconds. I just have to use the restroom real quick. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What happened?
She pushed me. Oh.
I trusted you.
What is going on here? Should I call ambulance?
Dude, I'll never trust anyone again. Except for Lexavan. You know, when your dad falls down a flight of stairs, whether someone pushed him or not, Lexavan will help. They're the only pill that are actually lemon and lime flavored. If you're stressed, take one. What's the worst that could happen?
Lexavan. What's the worst that can happen?
I got a couple video games on there.
The flip phone I was noticing on there, it looks like if you text, you've got to do, if you want C, you got to click it 3 times.
Anybody using a phone?
Oh my God!
What the hell happened?
You believe in God? You know, that stinks, but I'll tell you what doesn't stink. You've been a fart explosion this entire time. You should have seen the look on your face. Here's $5. Here's $5. Here's $5.
We got surprised.
And then he farted?
And he farted and he broke another window, yeah.
To all the troops in the USA, bar explosion, we're getting on down.
When the second window broke, I honestly thought, we might be in harm's way.
Right.
I mean, this is very concerning.
When you're on bar explosion, you make money, and we all farted before you guys got here.
Now in lemon lime flavor.
Hello!
Oh my God.
I'm the bench mensch. Don't take the stairs, take the bench.
Today's goal, helping a friend move.
I can help you move these boxes. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, sorry, Butterfingers. I'm the bench. Oh, sorry. I'm the bench. I'm a bit of a klutz.
I think we're all good. I just need...
You want a Reuben?
I am all good on a Reuben right now.
What's wrong? You vegan? Oh, jeez.
Sorry, we just couldn't watch this stuff. This is super fun. No.
Hello?
Oh, shit. He keeps saying I can help you on the bench. Dude, pick me, not the boxes.
Dude, what are you up to? You surveying the land?
I'm good. I'm a surveyor, man.
Survey
Chill.
says it's time for surveys. Time to hang with the land surveyor. Time to bro out with the land surveyor. Bro, I'm just another god in the quad looking for a warm bod to watch Chuck Todd. You gotta meet the press, then you gotta press the meat, baby boy. What is that?
No. What the fuck you doing, bro? Don't be touching this shit, man.
Need a ranch hand? Hey, cowboy, need a ranch hand? Ranch hand.
I got it. We good right there.
You want the Wi-Fi password? Would that help? I think we got off on the
All
right
right, no, don't touch it, man.
Shit.
Come on, man.
I'm sorry, dude.
Look what the fucking cops. Leave me alone.
Dude, no, look. You want to hit this lava lamp? Dude, right dude here. Shiver me tendos. Dude, I got it. Let me calibrate him.
Stop. Listen, stop, bro. He's wearing just a G-string.
Help me. Help. I fell down, and I gotta finish or my boss will kill me.
Have a seat.
Don't touch me. Nothing gives you that right. Gotta get in my hours. I have to keep working.
Baby doll, you're not thinking about hours right now. You gotta sit down.
My friend got sleepy.
Come on, hey, come back. Sit down.
He's cold.
Good Lord.
You can leave him alone. He's just sleepy. I hate that guy.
You hear me?
We'll shower. I try to sleep with my wife.
Not everything.
You're watching Part Up, Lizzo style. Suck my dick. Lizzo up. You put my butt? That's too much. No, too much? Yeah, because I'm this woman. Burn up. Lizzo up. Burn up. Lizzo, burn up. Burn up. It's just me and my bird pussy.
Bird pussy the best pussy. Give a nigga 69 orgasms.
You got a girlfriend? What's wrong with you? Huh?
Michael Jackson, my diamond.
Michael Jackson's your son?
Yeah, man.
I'm Michael Jackson. Let's go. These my streets, Eric. It's my show day. Lizzo up. Sherman Maroney.
Okay. It's hard to do.
Somebody help me! Help! No! Help me, I'm buried in cement! No, I don't want the cops involved.
What's gotta be done?
Pass me the rope. Help me. Pull. Come on! It's in my eyes! Come on!
Are you pulling?
I am pull! It's burning my skin! Oh! Shit, I can't! That's it, I'm dead. Please stop filming me. Don't put me on Instagram. Just help me. Please, I need an ice cream. Here, pass me that ice cream. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I could use some sprinkles.
Can you put sprinkles on that?
Just be careful, don't drop it. I'm having a weekend at Bernie's. Dude, what's up? This is my dead boss. I gotta get him back to the dean's office before I get expelled, dude. His company's going pubic.
What's up, pubic?
You guys want to hang a Dominican CD from your rearview mirror?
Oh my God!
I'm having a weekend at Bernie's too.
Oh no, we gotta get this cord back to
Benihanas for happy hour.
One tarot card. Everything is 10% off. How you doing? We're doing a special pre-psychic reading. Yeah. Have you ever gotten a psychic reading before?
I have never, so.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just a vessel. The tarot will be our guide. Okay. Hearing a voice. Somebody's here.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's here.
That's a sign.
I accept it.
That's a sign. He's got advice for you saying, don't. I can't hear it. Don't you. Whoa.
What?
That's never happened to me once.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, that's never happened to me once.
Oh my God.
I'm the real psychic. That guy's holding me hostage.
I ain't y'all playing with me like this.
Why y'all playing me like this? Only on CBS.
I ain't got time for the TV ass shit, bro.
It's my last day being Hasidic. I'm eating bacon now. Who cares? It's my last day as a Hasid. I can do whatever I want. I'm going to a Christmas party, and I hope Harmony Korine puts me in one of his outrageous movies. I've been shooting up the mumps vaccine all day. Oh, it gets you real stoned. People don't want it around. It's the mumps vaccine.
We don't care. You remember me from the last time, right? You're watching Hostage TV in Beverly Hills. I'm being exploited, it's true. I can't get away from these f***ing people. Clam apples. It's the latest invention. It's half clam and half apple. Protein with the clam, vitamin C with the apple. Brother, sign my SARS blanket. I'm being exploited by these people.
No, you're not.
Bob Hope's ghost? What are you doing there? Get off me! Come on, stop it! Let me walk away, please.
Help me! Help! Can you pedal my penis out of this thing? Oy vey. No, I got my penis caught in the spokes. I tried to do a cool trick to impress my wife before sundown.
Stay where you are. No, don't move.
I'm not actually Hasidic. I'm reformed. I'm just wearing this yarmulke to cover my exposed brain. I can taste the color blue. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Blue is yummy. Sorry, he's a little bit drunk. They kicked me out of the NYPD.
You fired?
Well, they're trying to. I'm just getting lit with this horse. Hey, I feel like I'm in S.W.Frost. Ow! I gave him a little wine, so he's like, oh. It's good for their heart. You ever heard of Merlot? Oh, you're...
You said today your last day?
I've been getting high as shit with this thing. I got the horse high. Look at him.
Oh, this nigga is crazy.
Oh, snack time. It's a German horse chocolate. I took this from behind the horse's tail. Isn't that crazy? I'm fucking nuts. I'm eating this horse's feces right now. I'm just a cow eating shit and getting drunk.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. To put it in other terms that you could understand, it's poop from a horse.
Oh, I got you.
Yep.
I got you first time when you said that.
Shooting Horsecock is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
You're watching the Nostradamus report.
Wow.
Never heard of Nostradamus?
Do you
I have heard
feel
of Nostradamus.
He's gonna predict being happy.
That's great.
Nostradamus predicted the compass.
Yes. Yes. Take care.
Okay. Peace.